ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Keep your hands up, keep your chins up. It's the one and only Ghost with a shadow in the front. Hope everybody's having a blessed afternoon. Wherever you're at, be safe. Love someone. Tell somebody you love them. And, of course, we're going to get into our stream today. I'm going to jump straight into it. Hey, man, the man's got cancer, so I ain't trying to go there. But, hey, listen, bro, we're all going to die. You know what I mean? We're all going to die, so this isn't really so much about him. Actually, that's a lie. I'd be lying to you. It is about it. He's a part of it. He's a part of it. But am I really blurry? I'm fine, right? All right. Look, man. I don't know where to even. There's a whole bunch that I want to show real quick. I'm not sure which order I'm gonna do, but first off, I want to make it clear. I don't like making these lives. Actually, I kind of do sometimes, but in this specific situation, I don't, because it kind of upsets me. There are lives that I make where I kind of enjoy, but then there's lives that kind of like upset me because I can't. The worst thing in the world is when you can't prove that somebody is like doing something on purpose. Like you don't have the exact proof to know that they're doing it on purpose, but you know what I mean? It's like, when someone's lying to you, you may not have the exact proof why they're lying to you, but you know that they're lying to you. You know what I mean? And just an example, would you believe that a police officer wouldn't know that he's entering your house illegally? Would you find that hard to believe if a police officer entered your house illegally and you said, "Hey, sir, you're a cop, you're supposed to get a warrant," and he tells you, "I was not aware of that"? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Because, as far as this isn't really so much in regards to the fight, but I'm gonna tell. Well, actually, you know what? Let's start with that. Because I know people are gonna catch this on the replay, and so let me just get into the whole purpose of this, okay? So number one, as you know, Brian Norman Jr. is set supposedly to be fighting Devin Haney in November. And I wish I could go back in time and slap myself in the face. I really do. I wish I had a time capsule where I can go back and smack myself in the face, because I made a short saying that I gave Devin Haney respect for for fighting him. And from the moment that it was signed, you had people saying, "Look, man, he don't really want to fight that guy. He's going to try to find a way out." Now, to be honest with you, I didn't think that at first. But it was kind of apparent after watching the things unfold that in my mind, I'm like, this looks like a kid that is trying to come off as he's confident, as trying to come off as like, this is going to, the way he's taught. Of course, when you talk in a press conference, what are you supposed to say? You're supposed to say, "I'm the best in the world," blah, 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 right? But that's not what they do. They come off as if their opponent is such a low level. It's like, it's a privilege that I'm even fighting you. That's how it comes off when you fight the Haneys. It's almost like it's a privilege that you even accepted this fight, that I'm letting you fight. You know what I mean? But going back to why I'm even making this video is because I'm laying in my bed yesterday. I get up, right? I think it's like 3:00 in the morning. I get up, and I think I had it's real funny. I had like a slice of cake in the fridge, and I get up and I go eat the slice of cake, and I get down. Yeah, I'm on my fat boy shit last night. So I eat the slice of cake and I go to lay down, right? And I look on my phone and I see Nestor Gibbs, right? I see Nestor Gibbs live. The boxing voice, right? Now, if you don't know what the boxing voice is, of course, I have to actually explain some things, because I recently found out that there's up to 30%. I think about 30% of the people that watch me know me from another place, so they actually aren't boxing heads, even though you guys are. Boxing Voice is a big channel. I would consider it one of the largest channels in YouTube in regards to boxing. I've referred to them before as sort of like ESPN for like YouTube, because I honestly do believe that when people watch boxing today, in today's world, that we don't watch ESPN, the Get Boxing News or nothing. We go on YouTube. That's where we get our news from other big sources. So I'm watching, and yesterday, okay, so Brian Norman Jr. is supposed to be fighting Devin Haney, right? So now, Brian Norman Sr. and Devin and Bill Haney get into it back and forth, right, over the whole drug testing thing, right? Supposedly VADA, right? Bill Haney wants him to do this drug testing starting in July and this and that, and the whole time Brian Norman Sr. is telling him, "Look, man, you're trying to do whatever you can, right, to make it seem like if we don't follow some stringent rules that was in the contract, you're trying to make it seem like we're doing something wrong so you could back out the fight." Now, he said this since day one. He said, "Watch, I'm telling you, they're going to keep doing these little things. They're going to keep making us try to do these things, and to make it seem like we don't want to do something to like we're violating the contract. Basically, they're doing whatever they can to pull out. But instead of just saying I'm pulling out of the fight, they can't do that. They need to make it seem like, you know what I mean, like it's Brian Norman's camp or whatever. That's at fault, whether it be starting a fight and something happens to Devin or whatever, right? Or dirty drug test, or look, they don't want to do drug testing, y'all. So they don't want to, we're not going to fight a dirty fighter after what happened with Ryan, right? So there you go. They're doing all this shit, right? But what actually had my mind boggled is I don't want to know nothing about African American boxing. I don't know what that even means. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean? You don't want to know anything about African American boxing? Brother, I don't know what that means. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. But I can tell you this. I'll tell you this. At any point, if there's anything you don't want to hear, it's very simple, bro. Are you on a phone? Yeah, you just click off, brother. That's it. Ain't nobody forcing you to be here, right? Ain't nobody got a gun to your head right now. I'm pretty sure you're not tied up in a basement. I mean, if somebody got you tied up in a basement and is forcing you to watch Shadow go, shout out to that person, bro. I mean, that's a true supporter right there. But anyway, let me get back to what I'm saying. So I'm watching the Boxing Voice yesterday, and what really got me upset is Nestor Gibbs, who I don't have a problem with, but the more I watch him, I'm starting to have a problem with. And I've never met him. But I'll tell you what really gets me upset. I don't care whether you have an opinion about something. We all have an opinion. I like fighters you probably don't like. You like fighters probably I don't like. That's fine. I got no issue with that, bro. What I do have an issue with is when somebody starts lying to the public and making it seem like if you think a certain way, which is a fact, you're stupid, you're slow. That's what I don't like. So I'm going to show you what the man did yesterday, which is kind of crazy. It's mind-boggling, but I know why. I know why in a way, but it's not the point. The point is you shouldn't be lying to people. Okay, so this whole thing is about drug testing with VADA, right? Now, if you don't know, right, a lot of fighters, including Andre Ward, Ryan Garcia, and other fighters have in the past connected Victor Conte with VADA, right? And this is the crazy part. So Nestor Gibbs is up there doing his live yesterday, and he's basically, he goes on ChatGPT. I'm going to show it to you right now. And he basically makes it seem like you are slow, you are dumb if you think Victor Conte has anything to do with VADA, which is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. So we're going to go through this one by one. And there is no way you can refute this. This is not an opinion. This is not whatever. I hate motherfuckers that lie, bro. Why are you lying? Like, and then on top of that, you're lying for the Haneys. Like, that's the worst part, bro. You're lying for the Haneys, my guy. That's just crazy to me. Like, how much are they paying you, bro? How much are they paying you for you to actually sit there? And then on top of that, it's like he's playing, what is it? It's like when you call someone's bluff, right? Like, go ahead, Google it. Okay. Well, when you do Google it, it shows exactly what you're telling us is not true. In fact, fuck Googling. I got the actual people speaking out of their mouth telling you about this shit. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. This actually frustrated me last night. I don't even know why. This is why I actually stopped watching them on a consistent basis. You know, because like I said, it's not about having an opinion. Like if you don't like my channel, that's fine. That's an opinion. You have a right to not like my channel. But if you lie on me, ain't that different? Isn't that different? Isn't that different when there's a difference between you not liking somebody and you lying on somebody? Like there's a huge difference. Like if you don't like me, that's fine. You don't like the fighter I like, that's fine. You don't like my talking points, that's fine. But when you start saying shit about me that is not true, that's a problem. That's a problem with anybody because that means you're lying and you're a fraud. So let's go into what he's saying yesterday. We're going to get straight into this, bro. We're going to get straight into this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This dude sat up there. Let me get this out the way. Okay. Where's the folder? Oh, it's the one labeled The Boxing Voice Lies. Okay, here it goes right here. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to go back and forth, but I just want to bring up the main points of what he's trying to tell you. Let's check.
A lot of people just assuming that VADA deals with Victor Conte. I haven't been able to find anything of the sort. I actually asked Danny to reach out to Victor Conte.
Bro, we ain't even like 3 seconds into this, and he's lied to you. But go ahead, let's start that again.
Victor Conte, I haven't been able to find anything of the sort. I actually asked Danny to reach out to Victor Conte, see could we get an interview. But as you all know, Victor is struggling with a battle with cancer, so not sure he's in the mood for interviews. That being said, I did contact Margaret Goodman, who runs VADA.
Margaret Goodman, keep that in mind. Keep that name. Keep that name at the top of your head because we're going to get into Margaret. I got clips with Margaret talking to you about VADA. Margaret is the co-founder of VADA, so you guys know. By the way, this is going to be educational. This is more educational. This is not like my last 2 lives have been more about research and trying to talk about the things that I feel like people are either being shady about. And I think I might start taking more of that type of route. You know what I mean? Because I'm very research savvy. Like one of the things I'm really good at is research. You know, I may tell people like a lot about my life, and I do that on purpose because it's like the day a motherfucker come at me, the day anybody mentions my name, there's nothing they could say about me. I've told you all the negative things about my life. What are you going to say? I'm a small Puerto Rican, bipolar, PTSD. I told you all that. I got nothing to hide. What are you hiding? I find out so much information about you. I got time, bro. If you say my name, bro, I got time. I'll go back to your lives. I will pick out all the flip-flopping situations, and I will just make a compilation of your meat riding back and forth, flip-flopping ass. All you motherfuckers, bro. I don't care. I really don't. I'm on that type of shit where it's like, if you don't like what I'm saying, good. I'm gonna double down on shit that people don't like. I want motherfuckers not to like me anymore. So, because if you're gonna sit there and lie, then I'm gonna expose you for who you are. Because the fact and the reason why I know he's lying is this is actually a compliment. Do any of you guys really think that Nestor Gibbs doesn't know boxing? Let me ask you that. Do you think Nestor Gibbs doesn't know boxing? This is why I take it as an insult as a boxing fan. I take it as an insult because I know he knows boxing. I know all this information he's trying to tell you right now. I know for a fact that he knows. He knows these things. So why is he lying to you? So let's continue. I'm going to show you how he's bold-faced lying to the public. Him and that whole panel. I don't care about myself. I don't care. I got no subscribers. I don't give a fuck. I ain't going to sit there and let someone lie, bro, because you're lying. So let's continue.
And we spoke, but seems like she's done an interview in the past and her words were misconstrued, so she's no longer doing interviews. Shout out to Margaret Goodman for.
So let's get to the juicy part. He's bringing up Margaret Goodman and the co-founder of VADA and Victor Conte. And I'm not trying to really, like I said, Victor Conte got cancer. You know, we're all gonna die one day. I'm not here to shit on Victor Conte. However, Victor Conte is a part of this. It is impossible for me to go through this without mentioning that man, because this is where the bold-faced lies come from. So Brian Norman Jr., as you're gonna see, it starts off with Shawn Porter on Sean Zitto and Shawn Porter or whatever. Brian Norman Jr. is skeptical of the VADA drug testing because of what happened with Ryan Garcia. Okay. And people that are in snack, they go through VADA testing, and I'm gonna prove it to you that Victor Conte was the main front runner for forming VADA. And he sits here and tries to tell you that's not true. That's what really upset me. And I'm like, Ness, you know that's a lie. And in fact, what really made it all worse was when he said, y'all are slow. He starts talking to you like you're slow, if you believe this. And that's when I'm like, nah, I know he's not doing this, bro.
At least, and
so we don't get over here. Hold on. Look, let me show you the point of what I'm talking about. Watch.
Me a retweet, repost. We're going out.
Did you see that I had mentioned
Junior
right here? He gets mad at this right here with Shawn Porter, and nothing that Shawn Porter and Brian Norman Jr. are saying is false, by the way. So let's see. Watch
on the Porter Way podcast, and this is what he had to say.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna ask you this, and then we'll probably let you go after this. Did you see that I had mentioned that I don't think this fight was gonna happen? I thought that Haney would figure out a way to get out of this fight. Then this thing pops up with him talking about the drug testing, and it needs to happen ASAP. Number one, did you see that I had mentioned that this fight would get called off by Haney? And with that being said, were you surprised when you saw the things that came out about the drug testing?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. But like I said, I was cool with all of that. Dude was just he was real deal trying to find a way out this fight. I don't know if you seen me on the Box Voice when I was on with Bill Haney, but like he trying to find a way about this thing.
Yeah,
y'all ain't going nowhere. It's not gonna happen. We doing this thing come November, Charlotte. Yeah. So we said cool. They want to know our whereabouts whenever I'm outside the country, whatever, so I can clean my system, as the fans say. And we did all of that. So no, everything's still fine and steady. We ain't got to worry about none of that.
Does that mean, because I think Devin tweeted something about it, does that mean testing has started now, or is it still going to start on August 1st, Brian?
So, I mean, we submitted everything. We did this and we did that. We just told them our schedule. We all know VADA is, what they say, unpredictable. You know, they show up at different times and things like that. So that's all up on them. We did everything. So that's all up on VADA and what they got going on. And speaking of, Victor Conte with the VADA stuff, right?
This is where it gets interesting. Victor Conte with the VADA stuff.
Yes. We were talking about it.
Devin Haney with the Victor Conte, right?
Yeah. That's all that need to be said about that.
So,
and that's why I got Shawn on the show. Now, I hope he don't backpedal, but I want to know what exactly that means. Talking about, well, that's all that need to be said about that, because last I checked, Shawn Porter was a snack fighter as well. So what exactly is he saying here? I reached out to Ken Porter as well to see, you know, how their dealings had been with.
So he's upset that they're bringing up Victor Conte and snack, and he goes on, right? And this is where he starts lying to you right here. Look.
Right.
They use USADA. I'm going to check that, you know, just do stringent testing, more stringent testing.
And
VADA, he's not hired by VADA.
Right here we go.
Points of boxing fans that don't know what's going on. Victor Conte has nothing to do with VADA. He's not hired by VADA, but, you know, we got Coco for that.
While Victor Conte has historically had discussions and interactions with various anti-doping organizations, including WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, and VADA, Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, he is not formally employed by or working with VADA in any official capacity as an officer, board member, or direct staff.
Now, I'm going to replay this part again
He's gonna replay it to us, y'all, because we're slow. Bro, Ness, this is why people don't like you, bro. Because I'm about to show everybody, bro, you're a bold face liar. You're a liar. And I actually salute you for having so much balls and the audacity to sit there and lie to these people when you know that maybe 80% of the people listening to you are not going to do no research. That's why he gets away with it, because he knows 80% of the people are fucking sheep. The other 20% are going to be like, really? Well, let me go check. And then all I had to do was check. And I found mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains of evidence saying otherwise. But let's go ahead. We're slow. Let us hear it again, bro.
Because people are hard of hearing. Just this small part. Listen to the first couple of words.
He is not formally employed by or working with VADA in any official capacity as an officer, board member, or direct staff.
And then this word.
Formally.
So he is not formally employed, not currently employed, never been any official capacity with VADA.
All right, so before we get into to show you that this dude's a lie, you know, I think I know part of why he's doing what he's doing. I mean, I usually don't like bringing this up, but it is the truth, and I think that this is maybe why. You know, Nestor Gibbs is he's an informant, y'all, and y'all know that, right? And I usually don't like bringing it up, but when I really think about this, that does have to do with the type of character he is. There's a difference between snitching and being an informant. An informant means you actually were doing this on a consistent basis and was getting something in return, and that shows your judge of character. And some of the people you told on were like family. And so now that really shows me the type of person you are, because if you would do that to them, then why would you ever tell the truth about anything in your life? And I hate to say that, but that's the truth, that I don't give a fuck. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Cause I'm gonna set the truth, bro. I don't matter whether I like something or not. There's facts and then there's lies. And what you're saying is lies. And I don't like it when people lie. So and look, the truth is, first, let me get that out the way. Because that needs to be addressed, because even though it has nothing to do with boxing, it kind of shows you the man's character. All right, it is. And so we're gonna get into some clips. Hold on, what did someone say? Absolutely, HOD. You already know, HOD. And matter of fact, you know, he said Google it, right? And what's even worse is I got Margaret, the founder herself. I got the people actually telling you who formed VADA and everything, and who came up with the conception and who was there during the origin. And it's fucking blasphemous that this man would sit there and say that, bro. And I'm actually looking at this and I'm like, now I know why people don't like the guy. Because you sat there for 20 minutes and said, let me play this again for fans that are slow. Well, it's just your character, because you're a rat.
I really don't even understand how you even got in the box. Your man, since he with you, he a baby rat. Oh, Vegas, y'all dealing with a rat right now. Bill Haney, you be letting a rat come in the gym and be recording y'all. And anybody else that be around you. He's a dangerous person to be around. Something could happen to one of y'all just because you standing next to a rat. And he told on some serious people. I mean, because I never knew that man's name. Everybody called him Ness. Then I get it in the mail. Nestor Gibbs. Like, that's definitely you, cousin. Told him that bull, man, in front of that laundry, man. You know what you was doing that day. And the crazy thing is how you wake up.
Literally says DEA informant. So I ain't never going on that show. I don't sell drugs, but I ain't never going on that show. Shit literally said DEA informant. So I don't believe a motherfucker word that come out your mouth, bro. I ain't shaking your hand or nothing. But let's get into how Victor Conte has nothing to do with VADA. So the co-founder of VADA is a woman named, what's her name? Margaret, all right? But first, before we go there, you guys, I need to shout out a couple of channels where I got some of the I got some sources on my own, but of course you got TMZ. I use TMZ. I also use, I think it was YNW. I think I showed a clip from the Exodus files. I'm saying all the channels' name because this is where I got the actual sources. I decided, instead of just showing you straight up, I got 1 or 2 articles, but it's better to always hear it from the person saying it themselves, because you can always say, well, Shadow Ghost just typed up something. You know what I mean? Well, I can't type up Victor Conte telling you out his own mouth, can I? So let's start off with Victor Conte right here out his own mouth telling you that he introduced the co-founder with VADA. And this is just the beginning, but he's basically telling you that he is like the guy that made the introductions. Now, according to Nestor Gibbs, Victor Conte's got nothing to do with VADA, y'all. Nothing. He's got nothing to do with Margaret. He's got nothing to do with none of that. That's what he said. You're dumb for thinking that, right? Okay. Well, let's start with Victor Conte himself.
More than a decade ago, when VADA first started, I was one of the first trainers, or whatever you choose to call me, sports nutritionist, that was referring my fighters, world champions. The first one was Nonito Donaire. So I have been sending my fighters, obviously because of my background and things that happened back in 2003, almost a decade later in 2012, it was a good idea. And I became an outspoken anti-doping advocate in 2005. So I refer my fighters to VADA. Did I introduce Margaret Goodman and Flip Homansky that run VADA to people like Dick Pound, who was the founding chairman of WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, and others that helped them be able to do the testing at WADA accredited labs? Yes, I made some introductions.
What? No way. Hold up, Victor. No, get the fuck out of here. No, he didn't. No, he did. Nah, no, well, hold up. There's more though. He didn't just introduce motherfuckers, bruh. He literally came up with the concept of this shit. This is what's so crazy. Ness, why would you lie? Why would you lie to people, bro? For fucking Bill Haney? For Bill Haney, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like, he's gotta be paid. Like, what did you get for snitching on people anyway? Like, I don't even want to know about that, but like, they must have been giving you some shit to just straight up lie to people, bro. Because this is like public knowledge. The man is like, it probably, one could actually go as far to say, fuck not knowing. One could actually go as far to say they wouldn't exist without Victor. And this is why Ryan Garcia and other fighters have an issue, right? When they fight certain snack fighters, because he tried to show you that he's never been employed, right? He's never been employed. He's never been a former employee. He's not dumb. Why would you need to be an employee? You know his name. He knows his name is fucked up, right? So if you have a close friend and they form VADA, I don't need to be an employee, bro. I just send all my fighters over there. Do you understand that? Like, how fucking dumb do you think we are, bro? Like, only casuals would listen to that man and be like, man, he's right, yo. No, bro. Don't let him lie to you. Victor Conte is fucking synonymous with VADA, bro. He's literally synonymous with VADA. He sat there and told you that he brought, like, when they started, he was bringing Nonito Donaire and all his fighters there. So let's go on to, shout out to the Exodus files. Yeah, that's another good channel that y'all need to watch, because they always have some info on there. There's a clip on there with Victor Conte on the phone talking about VADA before it even formed. Before it even formed, he's talking about VADA, right? So let's go over to, let me go over to this, right? This shit is sad. This shit is sad. But let's get into this real quick.
And it's called VADA. And VADA, V-A-D-A, stands for Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. We've been working on this, and we hope to implement in the near future.
That's Victor Conte telling you we are working on this, and we hope to implement. But I thought he's got nothing to do with VADA, though. He's got nothing to do with it, but here's this man telling you about it before it even starts. I mean, come on, bro. Like, seriously, bro. This shit gotta stop, bro.
It's called VADA, and VADA, VADA, stands for Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. We've been working on this, and we hope to implement in the near future.
It's deeper than that with Victor. When you're able to rapidly cut 30, 40, 50 pounds and then rapidly replace that 5, 30, 40 pounds in 1 day, 2 days, but then still be able to be in a 12-round fight and be active for 12 rounds and show no sign of fatigue. We're talking about something different here. You can't investigate or bust something that you're unaware of. They're trying to build a Super Mayweather. You have the man help create VADA.
What about the lawyer, though? The lawyer, what about the VADA lawyer that says Victor Conte is not involved?
No. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
All right. It was VADA. There was Victor Conte. There was Dr. Margaret Goodman. There was Flip Homotsky. Okay. Literally, Victor Conte helped start VADA. That I don't care what the lawyer says. Of course, the lawyer comes out and says
the lawyer is Ryan Connolly, but let's even go another route and let's go the whole, if we were to actually Google, like if we were to Google, if you Google VADA, right? Or how about Margaret Goodman? Margaret Goodman, and by the way, I've seen Margaret Goodman talk before. She seems like a nice lady, but I even got a conference that I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes that actually shows you the relationship between Victor Conte and Margaret Goodman, because a fighter under Snack got popped for Clenbuterol, and Snack was going to be in trouble. And she right away came to the defense of Victor Conte, and this is why he came to the defense of Canelo and found out about the tainted meat. But before we even go there, let's go to how VADA is formed. And we go over here. This is Margaret Goodman. VADA, the test agency's founding, right? Now, mind you, FBI informant Nestor Gibbs sat up there and told you that Victor Conte has nothing to do with VADA, right? So this was an interview that was done. Dr. Goodman is on there talking about, when did you start VADA? Right? Look at this. Who has been helpful in setting up VADA? Bottom line, I set it up. I obviously got opinions from numerous individuals. Dr. Flip Hermansky, who was on the board as an officer, who was the first person to ever request the athletic commission test for steroids. He's also helpful. Dr. Don Caitlin, Victor Conte, also Dick Pound, our attorney, Ryan Connolly. These are the people who was instrumental in setting up VADA. But the man sat there and said, you're dumb if you even believe that they are connected. Like, you're listening to an FBI informant. And I hate to say, but in 2025, I don't care who likes me or not. That whole panel is sitting up there lying to you. I don't have any issue with Two-Tone. I don't know him, but if y'all don't know who Two-Tone, like I said, some people that watch me don't know who he is. This is Two-Tone.
Nobody has took you serious to date you. It's a plus to have low mileage vagina, respectfully, because a lot of y'all out here, y'all have journeyman vagina. That's right.
Always talking about women, and I just find it ironic that if you look at him, I'm not the best looking man in the world, bro. I'm not here to do that, but I'm just saying, I find it ironic that he refers to women as yams, which is not like a dime piece or like a baddie. He refers to them as yams, food. Right. He literally looks at women as yams. By the looks of them, I know why. You need to worry about your blood sugar, bro. I bet you when he gets up from the podcast, it smells like bologna. Now, round one, on the other hand, seems like a good dude. This is round one, right?
There's a ceremony. The world wants to know how you feel. Championship speech. He never got to say, thank you, Lord. Thank you to my coach.
Now, to be fair, round one seems like a nice guy. I don't know him. So I'm not going to go at him, even though it does sound like he's the type that gives you a motivational speech off of everything. You know, those type of people, like, I was outside wiping the ice off my windshield, and it was an epiphany. And I realized that going through life is like taking the ice off the windshield. You know, shit like that. And you're like, no, bro, it's too early for this shit, bro. Just talk boxing. But other than that, he seems like a cool guy. But Nestor Gibbs and everybody up there is lying to you, bro. The whole fucking panel is lying to you. For who? For Bill Haney? Like, I really took offense to that, bro. And I've never came at the boxing voice like this, but when you talk to the fans like we're stupid, bro, like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, bro. Like, that's crazy that you sat up there and really tried to really tell your subscribers or whoever watches you that Victor Conte has nothing to do with VADA when it probably wouldn't even be a thing without him. That's just crazy to me, bro. And I have to ask, why? Why would you do that? But of course, it's for Bill Haney. But just so you know how close Margaret and Victor Conte is, like I said, bro, I do my research. You know what I mean? There was a fighter that was in snack that got popped for Clenbuterol, right? They went so far to help Victor Conte that she brought up this fighter at like they were having a, I don't know what it was. It was a here, I'm gonna show it to you. They were having like VADA was having some sort of get together. And she literally, because it was Victor Conte's fighter, they went out, they brought everybody up there to basically say, no, he couldn't have been on drugs. It was the Clenbuterol from the cattle meat. And that's why he was so defensive of Canelo, Victor Conte, because he knew that the same thing happened to his fighter. So she's up there. They're having a, what do you call it? They're here. Let me show it to you.
So I'm going to talk about one little case here, and I'm going to ask Andy Foster.
That's the founder of VADA, like, the one that Victor Conte was with when they formed it, the one that Nestor Gibbs claims they have no relationship. Well, this is her explaining about the fighter that got popped. And just pay attention to this. Oh, by the way, this also proves that Canelo Alvarez, if y'all want to get on Canelo for the tainted meat, well, listen to what they're saying.
Foster to help me a little bit because this happened in the state of California. So I wanted to kind of give you a little example. You were asked by the promoter to test Mr. Vargas, and I'm not telling tales out of school or violating HIPAA or whatever you want to call it. Francisco Vargas was supposed to fight Orlando Salida, and these are the details. Both entered our program. Francisco Vargas was a little bit complicated as he was training in California and also training in Mexico. His first test was on April 16th in Alta Loma, California, and his second test was on April 21st. Lo and behold, I'm sitting at home, and all of a sudden I get this across my computer that we had a positive test. And we had a positive test in Mr. Vargas for the drug Clenbuterol. Clenbuterol is a substance that's banned at all times. First thing I did in a panic, called Mr. Foster on.
Why would you be in a panic? All you do is do the drug testing. Why is she in a panic? Oh, she's in a panic because it's Victor Conte's fighter, y'all. Like, really, bro, like, I could have really brought so much more information, bro. But anyway, just keep listening.
On the phone and explained what we had. So I called Mr. Foster, and you can tell us a little bit what happened after that.
So before you guys jump to conclusions, I think it's important that you understand what Clenbuterol is and what the half-life of Clenbuterol is.
Oh, I'm going to get...
Before you jump to... Look... Before you jump to conclusions, they are going so crazy to defend this guy because he's in snack.
To that, you want me
Okay.
to? I can.
Yeah. If you'll talk about the half-life.
Clenbuterol has been used in cattle, and the reason why it's often used in cattle is to give you leaner meat. You know, when you go buy, I'm a vegetarian, but when you go buy meat, you don't want fatty meat. So that's how it was used. It's pretty much no longer legal. It's no longer legal in Mexico, but a lot of the cattle producers still use that drug.
And they go on and they go on and they talk about how they went to the ranchers, they got the receipts, right? And Victor Conte even again had to come out and defend Canelo in regards to the tainted meat. This all leads back to VADA, y'all. This is all important.
First of all, that Clenbuterol is a very potent performance-enhancing substance that would help a boxer in training tremendously. The issue is it's easy to get exposure through eating contaminated meat, and especially in Mexico. There's been a long history with soccer players and other fighters, even a fighter that I worked with back in 2016, Francisco Vargas, was training here in the United States. He went to Mexico, ate some contaminated meat, came up positive, and they did the exact thing that they're attempting to do now with Canelo, which is make him bring his camp back to the United States and then accelerate the testing from now until the fight. However, I think that there's a responsibility that Canelo has. He needs to step up and provide some type of evidence of where are the receipts where a study came out in 2016.
Well, how would he know if he's eating meat? He goes to a restaurant, he eats at home. It depends.
Let me explain. That's exactly how the soccer players got exonerated.
Yeah.
That exact procedure. So when you do an investigation, you go right to that restaurant. Where do you buy your meat? You go right to that slaughterhouse.
And that's actually true. The Olympics came out and said that a lot of Mexican soccer players and a lot of people were getting, they were all testing positive, but what they found weird about it was they were all being found positive for the same thing, which was Clenbuterol. We're talking about different players from different teams. That's when the investigation was. This is why I truly believe that Canelo was innocent. And this is another thing is you got channels like that and other channels that are going around portraying nothing but narratives and lies to the public. Like another thing is the whole 7 people popping under Canelo's camp. That is a lie. That is a lie. Ryan Garcia was not with Eddie Reynoso. Neary was not with Eddie Reynoso. Oscar Valdez got popped with phetamine, which is actually a prescription drug. He still was supposed to have it, but it's not like an enhancement drug, and they still let him fight. Canelo, Victor Conte himself said that he was innocent. So when people are like the whole camp thing, like these are lies. These are lies. These are narratives portrayed to you by other boxing channels. All you have to do is get the information for yourself. When I sat up there and saw the FBI informant say, you know, you guys are slow if you think Victor, I'm shaking my head and I'm like, wait a second. You know what? He's probably going to get away with it because 80% of people that are on YouTube, I hate to say it, are casuals. They call me a casual, but yet when I don't know something, I go look up the information. If I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. It's so easy for me. I'm real good at researching information. I'm hearing this in my bed yesterday and I'm like, this guy's lying. He's lying. And it's a bold-faced lie. It ain't even a little lie. It's a bold-faced lie. The only thing he played for you last night to kind of prove to you that Victor Conte is not a part of VADA is he played ChatGPT saying that Victor Conte was never employed with VADA. He doesn't have to be employed with VADA. He came up with they were all together when they formed it, and he knows his name is fucked up. So why would he be employed with them? No, he gets Margaret Goodman, Philip, whatever his name is, they form it. Once they form it, he starts bringing his own fighters there. So now he's got this relationship with them, and anything could happen when you have a relationship like that because he knows how to beat the test. These are close friends of his, right? And that's why Ryan Garcia had an issue with this. This is why Ryan Garcia said, how the fuck did I end up not dirty, not dirty, not dirty, not dirty, not dirty. But then I beat the brakes off of Devin. And then all of a sudden his brother has an epiphany with Allah. And then next thing you know, he's got a dirty test. This is what Brian Norman Jr. has an issue with. And he should have an issue with this. He should. And instead of Nestor Gibbs being honest and saying, this is the truth, y'all, he's got a point. No, you double down and you try to make it seem like anybody who even thinks that Victor Conte is associated with VADA is slow. That's what pissed me off, bro. That's what pissed me because not only are you lying, but you making it seem like you're dumb. Like, no, you dumb. You dumb. You're an informant too. So it is what it is. Like, I would never have Thanksgiving dinner with that motherfucker, bro. I don't know what he's putting in my wallet. Nothing. I ain't playing with none of these dudes no more, bro. Stop lying on people, man. Just stop lying. This ain't even about Devin either. This ain't even about Devin, bro. Like, all I want Devin to do is fight Brian Norman Jr., bro. Just fight him. All this other shit they're doing, I don't even know if this is promotion or not. I don't even care. If it's promotion, that's fine. But promotion shouldn't be lying. Promotion shouldn't be lying. You know what I mean? Like, tell the truth, bro. Anybody who is a boxing head knows who Victor Conte is. Anyone who is a boxing head knows how VADA was formed. They know he has a very close relationship with the founders of VADA. And for you to sit there and say we're stupid, that shit got me heated, bro. Because you're a fucking liar. Where's the proof he's an informant? Let me see. The closest I found was this right here. But you can actually you can actually Google it, but they whatchamacallit, Greg Hackett had the official document on his phone here.
I really don't even understand how you even got in the box. Your man, since he with you, he a baby rat. Oh, Vegas, y'all dealing with a rat right now. Bill Haney, you be letting a rat come in the gym and be recording y'all, and anybody else that be around you. I really don't even understand. To be around. Something could happen to one of y'all just because you standing next to it.
Let me pause it at the part that you want to see.
I mean, then I get it in Gibbs. Like, that's definitely you, cousin. You don't even understand. Like, that's definitely you, cousin.
That's an official document from somebody that he knows. The government presented testimony of a key witness, Nestor Gibbs, a confidential informant who was at the direction of the DEA, purchased illegal drugs from Osario. With respect to the defendant's involvement in the conspiracy, Gibbs testified that the defendant was present in the laundromat in 2009. See trial transcript 1.86. So yeah, it's a real thing, brother. Now look, he made a mistake. It is what it is. Like, I'm not here to get on him for that. I'm only bringing that up because I'm showing you just character, bro. Character. A lot of people there's a handful of people that don't like me on YouTube. I don't care about that. That's fine. You don't gotta like me. You don't like my takes, whatever it is. But I can tell you right now, any negative thing you know about me, I told you. So if anybody ever comes at me, what are they gonna say? You're a small Puerto Rican, you got PTSD from the military, your parents died. I told you all that. Hey, you could look me up. I'm an open book. You're not gonna find no shady shit on me. And I'm not saying you should share your life with people. What I'm saying is I got nothing to hide. You ain't going to find nothing on me, bro. I fear nothing. Nobody's going to do nothing to me. And if I see people lying or I see people lying on somebody, whether I like the fighter or not, I'm going to say something. There's a difference between you saying you think Devin's the best, you think Brian going to lose or whatever. That's fine. But when you have Brian Norman Jr., who's telling you, right, that he's concerned about VADA with Victor Conte, or it doesn't even have to do with Victor Conte because he's sick right now, right? The man's going through whatever, but it don't matter because at the end of the day, like, more than one people work together. His issue is the same thing that Ryan Garcia had an issue with. Now, whether you think Ryan was dirty or not, that whole situation that unfolded with Ryan Garcia was very, very suspect. It was very weird because he passed all of them until after the fight was over, right? You got Andre Ward, you got Shawn Porter, you got other fighters, you got Gervonta Tank Davis, you got other fighters that have came out in the past and said they don't want dealings with anything having to do with Victor Conte so much. And you even got some fighters that won't even fight snack fighters because they're afraid that they're going to get put on VADA and then magically a positive test will appear, which is why I would advise Brian Norman Jr. And this is what I think is going on. I think that in order for Brian Norman Jr. to be safe, I would hire a third-party testing, right, to be tested along with VADA. So when they come test you, they test you. You see what I'm saying? So if they come back hot and go, hey, you popped hot, you got a third party over here like, nah, we tested him the same day. He's clean. But that costs money, I believe. And this is what the Normans are trying to say. They're trying to say, bro, these dudes are doing whatever to get out of this fight, right? That's fine. That's here or there. It all could be promotion. I don't know. but I don't like liars. I don't like it when you sit there and you call me stupid, you stupid, or anybody stupid for believing something that is public knowledge. I don't like that. And you ain't going to do nothing about it. Like, none of you are going to do anything about it. None of you are. I'm not tough. I'm not a tough guy, but I know nobody's going to do nothing to me. I've been in this long enough. I don't care about my subscriber count. I don't care about making money off boxing. That's where y'all got me fucked up. When you're fucking with a dude that, I only got 800 subscribers. If I woke up tomorrow and had 2, I still wouldn't give a fuck, and I'll still go live next week. So you're fucking with a person that doesn't care. You're not going to do nothing to me. You can't sway me. You don't bully me in the comments. All this shit with the Shiraz hand grabs. People didn't like that I brought that up. I don't care, bro. The truth is that I called the New York State Athletic Commission, bro. They said you're supposed to collect both hand wraps. All I'm asking is a question. Why was only one collected? Why did it happen in 2 fights out of his career? Somebody came in my comments and was like, you do know it's on camera that and I don't think he was coming at me, but he was like, you do know it's on camera that the commission went up to Shiraz and said, yo, we'll collect the other one in the back. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Like, that's even more fishy because it happened in the Austin Williams fight as well. That took place. That didn't even take place in New York. So one took place in New York where it happened. Another one took place in another place where it happened. I called the New York State Athletic Commission. I asked her, I said, and I told you that I recorded it. And when I was done, the audio, I don't know why I didn't because I had the whole shit recorded. I was going to make a video out of it. There was no audio, but I asked her, I said, is it normal under any circumstances for them to collect one hand wrap? She said, no. She's like, that is like saying, when you send your opponents, when you send a member of your camp over to go watch somebody get their hand wraps, she's like, that's the equivalent of you going over there and them going, okay, you watched one hand get wrapped, come back an hour later, we'll wrap the other hand. That doesn't make any sense, does it? I said, no, it doesn't. And she says, yeah, you collect both hand wraps. And what would be a good reason for you not to collect both hand wraps? And people are saying there was a whole bunch of commotion. He's celebrating. Okay. So that means you don't do your job. And then it happened in 2 fights. But do I think he cheated? No, I don't. I just think it makes Shiraz look suspicious. So I had a problem with that. I'm about what I think is fair and what's right, bro. I may not stand Berlanga, but damn, I want the motherfucker to have a fair fight. Ain't nobody cheating to beat Berlanga's bum ass. Come on now, bro. Ain't nobody cheating he a bum. And I don't call people bum, bro. I say that lightly. I've never liked him. I've always said he was overrated. And as far as Devin Haney goes, this ain't even about Devin, bro. This is a fact that I'm sick and tired of certain channels, bro. You guys are fucking up boxing in my eyes, bro. You're fucking it up, bro. Because you're lying to casuals. You're lying to people that support this sport. And not only that, but you're doing it for a person who doesn't really give 2 fucks about the fan. If he cared, he wouldn't run in his fight, bro. All right? At least with Shakur, he at least tries. But he's another one, too. Just when I gave Shakur respect, at the end of his fight with Cepeda, which, by the way, that's another thing that's suspicious, too. I was thinking about doing a video on that. That fight in itself is suspicious. That fight in itself is suspicious. You cannot tell me it's not. They're trying to say that, bro, I'm looking at that fight again. I'm not saying that he didn't beat Cepeda, but they're making it seem like this was that was not a domination. I was watching that fight live, and I thought in those last couple of rounds, I was like, yo, Shakur need to pick it up. Am I the only one seeing something here? I'm like, Shakur needs to pick it up. He's trying to be like Floyd, and that's another thing. These guys are comparing these guys to Floyd. None of these motherfuckers like Floyd, bro. None of them. Ain't none of them like Pretty Boy or Money, bro. And that's another thing I get upset about. That's another thing. Comparing these fighters to greats like Sugar Ray, James Toney, Oscar De La Hoya, all these, man, to me, man, it's disrespect, bro. It's disrespect, bro. I don't care. The only opinion that matters on my channel from now on is mine. I'm done trying to explain myself. I'm done trying to be fucking nice and trying to be politically correct. I wish I can go back in time and smack the fuck out of myself, bro. It is wild, brother, right? And look, It is wild. And I'm not even, bro. The crazy thing is, I went for Shiraz, right? This ain't, so you understand, right? This isn't about, like, people watch my shit and go, oh, look at him making excuses for Berlanga. Bro, I can't stand Berlanga, bro. It's not about that. It's about what's right and what's wrong. Why are you collecting one hand wrap? Why are you leaving one hand wrap on? It looks suspicious, right? Do you want to be looked at suspicious? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. And you know, when people say to me, well, he told him he's going to collect it. He's not, you do realize he's not supposed to do that, right? You do realize he's not supposed to say, give me your one hand wrap, go in the back, I'll collect the other one 2 hours later when it's off camera. Come on, bro. How would you imagine wrapping the hands and they're like, all right, we wrap one hand, yo, need you to leave, come back, and now we'll wrap the other hand when you come back. Right? That don't make no, there is no valid excuse for you to do something like that. Absolutely none. It looks weird, it looks suspicious, and I don't blame people for asking, why are they doing that? Just like I'm asking, why is Nestor Gibbs, I know why he's lying, but what I don't understand is this. You're lying, but why are you like, you know for a fact that a lot of us are pugilists and are not fucking casuals. That's where my disconnect comes from. Like, I know when Nestor Gibbs does this, I know in the back of his head, he's like, as long as I say it confidently with my chest out and I get ChatGPT to double down, nobody's going to check. Bro, all you got to do is Google VADA. All you got to do is do 10 minutes of your investigation and you'll see Victor Conte was a main person, bro, informing VADA. Not only that, but all the snack fighters go there. You see why people got an issue with it? We're not even bringing up the fact that he's on camera saying, and that's another thing too, he got mad at Shawn Zitto because Shawn Zitto brought up something that Victor said out his own mouth. Victor Conte said out his own mouth, I know how to beat these tests. Meaning like the VADA test, right? And people wonder why we have an issue with that man. I know the man got cancer. I'm not really trying to talk. It's impossible to not talk about him because Nestor Gibbs is making it seem like this man got nothing to do with it. But at the end of the day, you see why people got an issue with them. I question every fighter on Snack. Do you understand that? Do you understand? I question every fight. And I question them even more now that I know more about cutting weight. I didn't know a lot about cutting weight 2 years ago. Be dead ass with you. I didn't know. It was only after till I watched that UFC documentary where the fighter died. I brought this up before. A fighter died. And on the same week, this female fighter went into kidney failure. And I think TJ Dillashaw was doing the double champ status with Henry Cejudo. It had one of the most grueling weight cuts ever caught on camera. And because of that, they implemented a medical program. It was only until I watched that I realized how difficult it is for a fighter to cut weight. And I now understand why fighters are like, it's harder to cut weight than the actual fight itself. You're losing brain cells, oxygen to the brain. Your organs can shut down. It's literally like a fight in itself. So when you have someone that cuts weight and looks like a damn skeleton and comes in the next night gaining 35 pounds, 30, 40 pounds, and fights as if he didn't even do a weight cut, that is suspicious, bro. Very, very suspicious, bro. But yet, all those fighters on Snack are able to do it, bro. And it is what it is. Am I accusing anybody? No. Does it look suspicious? Yes. Same thing with the hand wraps with Shiraz. Do I think he cheated? No. Is it suspicious? Yes. Very. Very. The only reason why I'm giving Shiraz the benefit of the doubt is because A, I don't like Berlanga, and 2, I picked Shiraz. I think Shiraz is a good fighter. I didn't see many people talking about Shiraz. It was me and a handful of channels that was like, nah, he good, bro. He good. He's good. Another one who I feel like has become drastically better is Fundora. Recently, Fundora he's now changed his style. He's another one he's dangerous now. I think Fundora is dangerous right now. because he's not just coming in, just trying to act like he's 5'5". He's actually using his reach, his height, and everything. Shiraz uses his height and his reach. Bro, he's a good fighter. And he's got long arms, and the way he throws his hook, he throws them sort of like in a short, compact way. And I always like Shiraz. So because of that, I'm not gonna say he cheated. But does it look suspicious? You damn right it looks suspicious, bro. You damn right. Just like it's suspicious why Nestor would sit there and keep lying. Anyone want to come out here and talk about this? Because I don't give a fuck. And I don't got no issue with Two-Tone. And round one sounds like a nice guy. Two-Tone, if Two-Tone seems like a dude. If I met him in person, I'd probably be chill with him, you know. I just, you know, he talks about women in a weird way. And I don't know, from my understanding, I'm just telling you from people that I've, you know, the way I grew up, when you have people that talk about women like they get women like that, that's exactly what they struggle with. I'm just telling you. I'm just trying to keep it a stack with you. I'm just trying to keep it a stack with you, bro. When a man just keeps talking about, yeah, I'm getting yams. Yeah, why are you naming women after food, first off? Why can't she be a baddie? Why can't she? Why is it got to be food, my guy? I mean, damn. You know, it's like that's probably what you struggle with. That's all good. That's all good. It is what it is, bro. He's not a bad dude. But yeah, I will say that. I will say that. And you know what? That's the main thing that gets me upset. Because I don't think Nestor Gibbs is a casual. That's what got me upset. It would be different if this was a casual talking. Do you guys believe that Nestor Gibbs doesn't know what he's talking about? Bro, he's been doing this for a very long time, bro. A very long time. That's like I said, that's like a cop telling you, I didn't know I need a warrant to go into your house. Really? Really? You didn't know that, officer? I find that hard to believe. I find it hard to believe you didn't know Victor Conte. Like, bro, come on, bro. Victor Conte, literally, I'm going to go as far as to say this. If there was no Victor Conte, there probably wouldn't be a VADA. So the fact you sit there and say, it's absurd. It's absurd, bro. It's crazy to me, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm done with the whole nice guy shit, bro. And you know, it's my fault. I don't blame nobody but me, bro. I blame myself. You know, when I came into YouTube, if you notice, I never talk about the channels I came up with because I'm loyal. But I gotta stop doing that shit. Like I'm loyal. Anyone that knows me, I came up around Rapstar, Punch, Black and Brown, who was it? You know, Coach Malachi, Lady Shan, all them other channels. I came up around them, and H Money. And even though a lot of these channels got beef with each other, I never go at them because I'm just loyal. As like, I feel like I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for them. They were influential in me doing what I do. But I gotta stop being a nice guy, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. The only opinion that should matter is mine. If everyone gonna say fuck you, Shadow, every day, every time I do a video like this, I'm trying to be informative to tell you stop listening to these lies, bro. And every time I do it, motherfuckers, it's crazy. But now that shit is fueling me, bro. Like, I'm literally turning to the like, I want you to hate me, bro. Good. This is like 2 years in the making on this shit, bro. I'm sick and tired of what I'm seeing. You guys aren't upset with the fact that you watch fights and you see weird shit going on. Okay, how many of y'all thought that Shakur and Cepeda was close? Honestly, bro, fucking tell me, do you think it was close or not? Those scorecards make it seem like Shakur went in there and beat his. That's not what I saw. That's not what I saw, bro. I didn't see that. I saw a close fight, and I could have swore. I went back to my live. I think it was like round 9. I was like, yo, Shakur need to pick it up. And I think those punch stats were off too. Also, while I'm on here, let me show you something else real quick. Turkey. You know, Turkey, bro. I give Turkey kudos for when he does good shit, but he's a snake too, bro. You saw what he said about Tszyu, bro. You saw what he said about Tszyu. It's fucked up, man. I don't know what this man got against Tszyu, bro, but it's fucked up. He put a tweet out and he deleted it, and it was fucked up. It was a disrespectful tweet, bro. Let me show you. I found it too, because he deleted it. I found this shit on a subreddit. Let me show you what Turkey said about Tszyu. Let me show you this real quick. Right here, hold on. Right here. This guy, I went on like Reddit, right? And like those subs, you know what the fuck Reddit is, right? And I found this. Somebody was like, look at what Turkey, this is here. This is a deleted tweet by Turkey, was out of line. Look at what he said here. I said to you from the beginning, Tszyu does not deserve to be on Riyadh season or a magazine card. He can be useful as a sparring partner. Wait, he can be useful as a sparring partner for a champion in Riyadh season. That's fucked up because, you know, I believe in conspiracy theories, right? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe conspiracies happen. I do believe there's a lot of shit that goes on. Like I said, I'm very resourceful with information. Like, I'm really good at that, bro. And I have a conspiracy where I really feel like Turkey derailed Tszyu's career. Something happened with Tszyu and Turkey where they were on good terms at one point. Just like when, y'all remember when Turkey and Canelo wasn't on good terms. What did he do? Yeah, I mean, does everybody magically forget? And I think sometimes this is why Canelo talks the way that he does about Turkey. Because I think Canelo's not stupid and Canelo remembers. This is why I feel like, even though I feel like he's using Turkey for his advantage, but he doesn't forget. Who remembers when Canelo wasn't on board with Turkey? The things Turkey was doing to Canelo publicly. Who remembers that? He did the Bud Crawford pay-per-view, right? He did the Bud Crawford pay-per-view where he inducted himself into the Hall of Fame, and he sat there and he said if he knows what's good for him, he'll call me, right? Then what he did was when which sounded like a threat to me. Then when Canelo fought Munguia, he pumped $20 million into UFC, into an event right on the same block. Like a rival combat sport to kind of undercut Canelo's pay-per-view, all because Canelo wasn't a part of him. And there was a time when Turkey and Tszyu, they were supposedly cool, and then something happened, and you see Turkey on camera. He's doing an interview, and it was during the when Bakoli knocked out Jared Anderson. It was that event, and he's in the crowd, and somebody asked him about Tszyu, and he says, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy no more, this and that, blah, 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 blah. They ask Tszyu. Tszyu's like, I don't really want to talk about it, but all I'm going to tell you is this, like, nobody's going to treat me however they feel like they want to treat me. Next thing you know, he's rushing into the fight with, what's his name? Bakram. And the way he fought Bakram almost was like he was ill-informed. Like, he just walked in there like he just walked in there and was like that. I'm used to seeing Tszyu box. Like, he's a fighter, but he could box too. He just tried to walk that man down, and it just seems suspicious to me. And ever since then, his career has been in shambles, bro. His career has been in shambles. And now you got Turkey making this comment about him. Turkey is as much good things as he does. You could see the snakeness in him. Let me show you another thing too. Whether he was trolling Shakur Stevenson or not, wasn't he up there saying Tom and Jerry to Shakur, right? Tom and Jerry to Shakur, right? I was like, why are you doing that? The last time you put Shakur in the ring was against the plumber, and he knocked him out. But then he comes out and says, Kid Austin is banned. Now, I know why Tszyu banned. I know why Tszyu don't know how to close his fucking mouth. But Kid Austin, you mad at Kid Austin for pulling out. Didn't Daniel Dubois pull out on the same exact card? Didn't he pull out? You don't got the same energy for Daniel Dubois. Oh, so you picking and choosing. It's okay. It's his money. He could pick and choose. But I see shit like that. Like, you should be mad at Daniel Dubois then. You mad at people getting sick at the last minute. Matter of fact, Daniel Dubois got sick closer to the fight. It was Kid Austin, then Daniel Dubois. So it's like you picking and choosing who you want to be mad at. Tszyu, I understand. Tszyu don't know how to shut his fucking mouth. You know it is, but that's another thing. It ain't the end of Tio's career, too. Why people acting like it's the end of Tio's career? Why? He's the Ring Magazine champion, bro. Somebody still got to go through him, bro. But I mean, that's a different topic because Tio's Tio, and you know, there's things he does. Sometimes I can't even defend him, even though that's my guy. I can't, bro. I can't defend some of the crazy shit he does. But at the end of the day, bro, this shit is about just lying to people, man. Brian Norman Jr. has every right to be skeptical of wanting to do whatever the fuck Bill Haney's want them, the Haney camp wants them to do. I wish I can go back in time and smack myself in the face for giving Devin Haney respect for taking that fight. Because I think he's trying to get out of this fight. And if he gets out of this fight, it is. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens, bro. But yeah, but I don't care. I don't hold back my tongue. This ain't the first time I went at Nestor Gibbs. You know, the first time I started having an issue with Nestor Gibbs. Let me show you the other time. I don't like it when people don't keep the same energy. If I'm talking shit about somebody right now and he clicks the link, my attitude is not gonna change. Why would it change? I'm in front of your face on camera. Everybody can see me, bro. So me changing my attitude makes me look like what? Like a bitch, right? Like it would be different if I'm not on camera. Maybe I was talking shit when the cameras were off, but nobody else knows, you know? And then when I see him, I can switch up. Hey, I never said that. No, you're on camera. Everybody, the whole world can see you're talking shit about Teofimo Lopez. You're calling him this, you're calling him that. That's fine. It is what it is. That's what you think. That's fine. Tio popped up the same day. The same day. All of a sudden, he's like, you know, I was just telling everybody that, you just be playing around, Tio, and no, keep the same energy, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Talk how you was talking 15 minutes ago, bro. Why did you stop? Weird ass energy, bro. Weird ass fucking energy, man. You would have to pay me a lot, bro. You have to pay me a lot. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I have a biasness towards the Haneys. I do. But my biasness comes from facts, though. It comes from facts. The fact is that anybody who shows up looking like a skeleton and gains that much weight in previous fights should not have the ability to be all that energetic in 12 rounds with nothing, right, bro? That is suspect. Anybody in snack is suspect. But if you even question that, they call you a hater, they call you a casual, you get called this, you get called that. But all you got to do is Google the shit. And you'll see it's right there in front of your face. Like, how dare you sit there and say, Victor Conte, if you think Victor Conte's part of VADA or has anything to do with VADA, you're stupid. And you sat there and you replayed it and you made people, you actually think we're sheep. I'm not a fucking sheep, bro. I'm not a sheep. You're wrong. I like Tszyu. I like Tszyu. I don't like what Turkey did to Tszyu. Tszyu has never given me a boring fight. How about that, bro? He's never given me a boring fight. So people don't like that he stopped in the 7th round because he had his best round. You don't know what was wrong with the man, bro. You don't know, bro. Fundora has changed tremendously. Fundora's a problem. Fundora's a problem, bro. You keep sleeping on that lanky motherfucker, bro. Go ahead. Especially now that he's using his height, his reach, and everything. And he's putting all that pressure on you. He's a tall ass dude, bro. Constant pressure. Using the jab. Now he's using his distance and his height and his reach. That's a lot. The fact that Tszyu was still landing them punches and fighting back, bro. Tszyu's a dog, bro. Yo, if the ref didn't stop that fight, if his corner didn't throw in the towel, Bakram was going to kill that man, bro. Bakram was going to kill that man. And he still was trying to fight. He ain't never given me a boring fight as a boxing fan. And you got Turkey talking about he could be a sparring partner for a champion. Like, come on, bro. That's being like, I get it, bro. Nobody's ever told Turkey no. That's the issue. Nobody's ever told him no. He's a billionaire. He's used to getting him his way, yes, all the time. Which is why I never believed that whole press conference was a full of crap, bro. When you sat there and you said, "Oh well, I told them I wanted to sit next to Crawford, but they sat me next to Canelo." Who told you? Who told you no? Nobody on there has the ability to even tell you no. And the chair is only 20 feet away. Pick your fucking chair up and go sit next to Bud. Like who are you trying to play these games with, bro? And if you're gonna be mad at Kid Austin, then be mad at fucking Dubois. I find no reason why you shouldn't give Kid Austin another chance to fight Shakur, especially when you got Shakur over here talking about he want to fight Conor Benn. Where the fuck did that come from? Where did that come from, bro? You just got done fighting William Cepeda, and now all of a sudden you want to? That's clout chasing like a motherfucker. You don't want to fight Conor Benn, and if you do, why? Why? Conor Benn got a fight lined up for a rematch at 160 something. So you want to fight a man at 147 who's going to be fighting 2 times at 167, who's going to have to kill himself to come back down to 147 again. Shakur, why don't you just fight fucking? Why don't you go fight Murataya? How about that? How about you fight Murataya? Why don't you do that? And Tszyu, you should be fighting motherfucking Matias or Antoine Russell or Hitchens, bro. You should be fighting any one of them or fucking move up to 147 and challenge for a belt. But you did like Tszyu. I don't really want to like I can't really defend Tszyu on some of the shit that he does, bro. I kind of feel sorry for Tszyu sometimes. I feel like he's really misunderstood. I feel like, 1 week people like him, 1 week people shit on him. And I can understand why he looks at the boxing community like, I don't know who to trust. I can understand why but he needs to take accountability himself, though. Because he be saying some crazy shit, bro. Good. I want nothing but the best for Tszyu. You know that, bro. You know that more than anybody. But I just don't like it when he talks his crazy shit. But look, this whole Devin shit right now, bro, all I'm going to say is this. If this fight gets called off, I sincerely pray all you people that have been sitting there getting mad at other people for calling out the Haneys for their bullshit, I hope and sincerely pray that y'all turn around and finally open up your eyes and go, that's enough of this shit, bro. Because this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time. I think it could be promotion, but here goes the problem. Even if it is promotion, why are you lying about Victor Conte? Like, you make it seem like Ryan Garcia went on X yesterday, and Ryan Garcia was like, this the shit I'm talking about, right? Ryan's like, this the shit I'm talking about. Ryan brought it up again. He's like, bro, I passed all my tests, and then I get popped the day after I fight Devin. You got Shawn Porter, you got Andre Ward, you got Gervonta Tank Davis, you got Tszyu, and there's a other handful of fighters that have said themselves that they are weary of fighters and snack. And if you say, well, you can't get on a man who served his time, no, you don't understand how life works. Just because you did your time, you got to carry a consequence for the rest of your life, bro. Yes, you made a mistake. Yes, you made a wrong decision. Some people live with that for the rest of their lives. It doesn't go away. You could take away Devin's loss all you want. You can't erase people's memories of what they saw, bro. You could do it all you want. Go ahead. You could say it all you want. You could put it on the rankings all you want. You could introduce them all you want. It's still stuck in my head. How many of y'all look at Devin and go, he undefeated? Okay, I don't, right? Because you can't erase that. I can't erase what Victor Conte did. And I also can't erase some of the comments that he's made. He's made some crazy comments over the years. Like, I know how to beat Test. Devin Haney is my favorite of all snack fighters. Do I still have that clip that HOD sent me? I mean, that in itself is that in itself is crazy. Devin's my favorite, he said. And look, I know the man got cancer, bro. I'm not getting on him for that, but yo, we all gonna die, all right? So I'm not getting on him because of cancer. The only reason why I'm bringing him up is you got Nesta Gibbs out there lying again. Like we're fucking stupid. And he says it so confidently, too. Let me see here. Hold up. Yo, yeah, it's still here, HOD. All of it is still here. All of it. All the evidence from the VADA, all that is here. Damn, I even got the shit from when we were covering the Ryan Garcia fight and Devin Haney. Okay, hold on a second. Where is it at right here? Oh, some of these got music. I can't. Huh? I mean, it's not hard though. That's just the thing. That's the thing that. Oh, by the way, did I show you everything that I have? I mean, shit. Like I said, I got the co-founders on here. So the dude, the lawyer from VADA, has a close relationship with Victor Conte. The woman Margaret. Where is the? Hold on one second. Let me see. Let me use the bathroom, and when I come back, I'll drop the link But while I go use the bathroom, I think I played this already, but this I always found was interesting because somebody tell me who this woman is, because she's connected with somebody. Maybe they didn't say her name on purpose. I'm thinking they didn't say her name on purpose. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's not involved. He was involved. They started it in 2000.
And it's called VADA. And VADA, VADA, stands for Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. We've been working on this, and we hope to implement in the near future.
It's deeper than that with Victor. When you're able to rapidly cut 30, 40, 50 pounds and then rapidly replace that 5, 30, 40 pounds in 1 day, 2 days, but then still be able to be in a 12-round fight and be active for 12 rounds and show no sign of fatigue. We're talking about something different here. You can't investigate or bust something that you're unaware of. They're trying to build a Super Mayweather. You have the man help create VADA.
What about the lawyer, though? The lawyer, what about the VADA lawyer that says Victor Conte is not involved?
No. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
All right. It was VADA. There was Victor Conte. There was Dr. Margaret Goodman. There was Flip Homotsky. Okay. Literally, Victor Conte helped start VADA. That I don't care what the lawyer says. Of course, the lawyer comes out and says, "Oh, he's not in."
And by the way, that here goes the link. That was me adding in the pictures. I added in the pictures, so. Hold on. Yeah, I just wish bro wouldn't lie, bro. I mean, if you think you're gonna lie and people ain't gonna call you out, I don't know what to say. You just got here? Yeah, my bad. I just spent an hour. You got to go back a little bit, all right? And you'll see everything. It's all there. It's all there. I just got that's crazy. That's like you finish your whole presentation and somebody come in at the last second. What are we talking about here? Yeah. No, it's all there though. You can just go back. It's all there. I mean, it's definitely, and it ain't just him. It's not just him. Like, my issue isn't necessarily, you know what my issue is too? Is like people pick and choose to believe, you know what I mean? So it's like some people look at him and go, hey, he learned his lesson and we should take advice from him, right? And that's fine. That's fine. If you look at him that way, that's fine. But then the same people won't listen to the man when he sits there and tells you that Canelo is innocent. And I played you the conference with VADA where his fighter got popped, and they literally went out of their way because he was a snack fighter to clear this guy in front of all these people because he was a part of Victor. You know, he was Victor because Victor Conte was instrumental in forming VADA. So she's got to relate. And this is why the woman, if you listen to what Ness said, Margaret said she don't want to come on the Boxing Voice because people misconstrue what she says. You want to know why she doesn't want to come on the Boxing Voice? Because it's very clear what she said before. You can't take, once you say something like, he helped me form VADA, like you can't take it back. That's why you don't want to be on camera, because you've said it multiple times. So you know one of the first things anybody's going to ask you is, What about the time you was up there and you said this? That's why she doesn't want to talk, bro. That's why these people don't want to talk, because there's mountains and mountains and mountains of not just Google articles, of themselves in interviews coming out their own mouth. You can't debate it when it's coming out of Victor Conte's mouth. You can't debate it when it's coming out of Margaret's mouth. You can't debate it when it's coming out of other people's mouths that are directly involved with it. Like, that's like, there is no debate, bro. There is no debate. So for somebody to sit there and go, that's not true. No, that's a lie. Why are you lying? Like, are you, like, for real? And that really, and you know what? It does make me think, bro. It does make me think to not trust anything. Not trust anything. Like who can we trust, bro? Really? Can't trust anybody, bro. You can't trust anybody. When even the so-called channels that people really believe that are giving us this information are lying right to your face. And 80% of the people won't challenge it. It's sort of like the news that we watch on the news all the time. I'm not saying everything we see on the news is real, but a lot of this shit, you know, we're just told. We're just told this is what happened. This is what you got to do. And nobody asks any questions. But if you ask questions, you're looked at as a conspiracy theorist. You're looked at as you're crazy. Oh, you're an opposer, right? And it's like that. But I've always been like, if there's 20 people in a room and I see something that doesn't seem right, and 18 people are like, nah, ain't nothing wrong, I'm still gonna be like, no, it doesn't seem right. I'm not one of the guys that go, oh, well, 18 other people said it was. I've never been like that. I've always been like, if it don't feel right, it don't look right, I'm gonna find out why it don't look right, why it don't seem right. And I'm, like I said, you know, when I was watching it yesterday, I'm like, yeah, I mean, he was so sure of it, bro. He's playing ChatGPT and he's like, let me play it again for the slow people that think Victor Conte has any association with VADA. And I'm like, he's not doing that. There's no way he's doing that, bro. And I'm like, no, he is doing that. Oh, shit. Man, look, just get third-party tested, Brian Norman Jr. Just get third-party testing, bro. And I think that they're trying to, you know, that costs money. That's not cheap. That's not cheap. So I think they're trying to put, I see you, HLD. I think they're trying to put, I think they're trying to make him go through so many hoops that he's going to be like, fuck this, I'm not going to fight. And I think it's going to backfire. I think Brian Norman Jr. is going to do whatever they say. He's going to get Devin in the ring. Watch. And the only way that fight's going to get canceled is if they come out themselves and say, we pulled out. Brian Norman Jr. is making care of that. He's making sure of that. What's good, my boy?
¿Qué pasó?
How you, man?
Todo bien, bro. Everything good, man. Everything good. Yeah, man. That Nestor Gibbs is a piece of shit with a capital S on the shit.
Yeah, it pissed me off yesterday, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look, it's very obvious. You know what pissed me off even more is because, look, I mean, the Normans need to know that he's the ops.
Right.
Fuck him. But when Brian Norman was on that Porter podcast, yo, my man sincerely asked, who else can I use? He's like, yeah, okay. And they all sidestepped it. Like he didn't ask them a question.
Say what?
There was a point in that interview on when Brian was on the Porter podcast.
Right.
Towards the end, he's like, yeah, but can I use someone else?
Oh, you mean like the test?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What are we talking about?
I'm sorry. I'm saying it so anyone listening can understand.
Yeah. And so he asked them flat out, who else can I use for testing? What other company? And they all ignored his question and deflected to something like they didn't want to. Like hell, even Porter didn't want to really get into it. If you said that's all you gotta say, that's all you gotta say, you know. And he said, Victor Conte, that's all he didn't even want to really get into it. But when
And
the
you
kid
know,
asks,
the worst part about it is, HOD, you know, like I know, even though the state athletic commission does their own testing, they're just as bad in my eyes. Depending on where you go, because it's like
every state is different.
Every state is different. Yeah, I guess I can't just put everything out. We know New York State has done some questionable things. New York State Athletic Commission has done some questionable. Every time they fight in New York, there's an issue.
You know, but that pissed me off because he flat out asked him, and it's the answer is simple. Who else can he use? He could use USADA. As simple as that. See what people continue not to understand. VADA is not a testing company. VADA does not collect samples. VADA does not have a laboratory. VADA is a general contractor that hires DCOs, which is drug collection officers. So they hire a company called Claridium, a third-party company. They don't even have their own collection officers. VADA hires someone else to do it. Then they go out. Now, what VADA does and controls is when you're going to get tested and what are you getting tested for. So they know when and where you at, and then they'll tell Claridium, go test them now, go test them at this time, go test them at that time. And so guess who's in the loop with all that? Victor Conte knows, let's say Devin Haney, he's in 365. He'll tell Claridium, don't go on this day, go on that day.
Well, you think that
and then they all send it. They all send all the testing. If you're a accredited type of drug testing company, they all send it in the United States at least to only one of two labs, which would be WADA. Everybody confuses USADA with WADA. WADA is the World Anti-Doping Agency, which they have only two accredited labs in the United States, one in LA and one in Utah.
Now,
but then USADA is just another. They are an accredited.
Is Brian Norman?
WADA.
Is Brian? So, from my understanding, when I heard Brian Norman talk on the Porter's podcast, I believe that his exact worries, like what he's worried about, is the exact thing Ryan Garcia was screaming the whole time in the promotion with Haney, is that he feels like if he wins, something is gonna, something.
But that even that issue, I've been on the train with Ryan, with his father, with Ryan directly himself, and I look, man. VADA is not an adjudicator. They cannot do shit. And by the state of New York, they cannot use VADA as a third-party company for adjudication. They have to do their own test. Even after all the given information, they still allow that they've been suspended because of the ostarine. No, you were suspended because you took 2 supplements you did not report to the New York State Athletic Commission. So that bothered me. Like if yo, man, I'm not suspended for drug testing. I'm suspended because of these 2 supplements. Why aren't you backing and honoring your name to clean it up? He don't fight that.
Right.
And that makes me weird to me. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Where was the clip that you had where I tried to find it. I think it might still be on there, but there was the clip where Victor Conte was saying that about Ryan's test, right? He said Ryan can't say that he got a dirty sample from using supplements like GNC or nothing. He can't do that because I know how it works or something like that. But then when his fighter, I think it was Andre Berto, when Andre Berto got positive, he turned around and said it had to have been from a GNC supplement. The same exact thing he's saying that couldn't happen with Ryan, he's now saying that's what happened with his fighter. And that's the only thing I've ever pointed out with Victor Conte is like, you can't pick and choose when to believe this guy, because if you guys want to use him as your law and your guide, well then out of his own mouth, Canelo's innocent. but they won't want to believe that. I guess when it comes to that, he's wrong. See, I just choose not to believe anything that man says. That man's been on camera saying, look, I know how to beat the test. And like I said, I go back at anyone that just got here, go back. Just go back and look. Literally, the man is on the phone talking about VADA before VADA is even formed. He's in a phone conversation saying, yeah, we're going to form VADA and this and that. Showed you how he's got a close relationship with the co-founder, Margaret. Showed you how when one of his fighters got tested positive,
she's not the co-founder. She's not the co-founder.
She's the
director.
The director, or that's one of the founders, because here I got
look, and this is even backed by Zab Judah, who's had close connections with him.
Here, let me show you the interview.
Victor Conte is the man who put up all the money to create VADA. He's the one who structured and hired Margaret Goodman to be running VADA.
Right.
On top of that, hold
on. Before you get there, this was when she did the interview with the boxing scene, right? And it's talking about Dr. Margaret Goodman. They go down here. And I also have some interviews which I chose not to play, but I still got them if anybody wants them.
How old is that article right there? Because I don't even trust boxing scene anymore.
Well, I have this, and then I have her talking. But I got the interview with her talking is 15 minutes long, and I don't know which.
No. But I'm saying this article does have
this article was let me see. It was in 2012.
Okay. They were that's just when they were about being founded.
Right.
But
yeah, this is around the time, because they founded in 2010. Hold on, let me get to the part where I'm doing. So right here, who has been helpful with setting VADA up? And this is what she says in an interview where I have her talking. I actually have her talking. So we can go there too. But right here, she says, bottom line, I set it up. I obviously got opinions from numerous individuals, such as Dr. Flip Homansky. His name is brought up numerous times. He's the first person ever to request that an athletic commission test for steroids. He's been advising to me. So as Dr. Caitlin, Victor Conte, Dick Pound, and my attorney, Ryan Connolly. He's another one.
No, Dick Pound, bro.
Yeah. His name is Dick Pound for real. Yeah. Dr. Don Caitlin. I know that's crazy. Dr. Don Caitlin, Victor Conte, also Dick Pound, our attorney, who is Ryan Connolly, is a huge expertise in the anti-doping agency. But the one thing that really had me going was you saw the clip where I showed you where what was the guy's name? Vargas or whatever, he got popped for eating the tainted meat. And she's explaining the story of when she found out Victor Conte's fighter popped, and she said she even you can go back and play it, or I can play it again. And she's like, oh, I got on the phone like all nervous, and I'm like, why are you nervous? Like, she got on the phone like, he popped dirty, and then they did the whole investigation about the meat, but they went out of their way to clear this guy clearly because he was under Victor Conte. And it's just like, bro, the relationships are there. You got Victor Conte saying, I introduced these people to form VADA. So anybody that would sit up there and say he's got nothing to do with VADA, like, you have an ulterior motive, in my opinion, because you're talking as if most of the people that listen to you are sheep. And the truth is, 80% of the people are going to take what the person says and not do any investigation on their own. But if you just lift your finger, take 10 minutes out of your day, you will find boatloads of information saying the contrary. And that really pissed me off last night, because it's like he's talking to people like we're dumb. Like, I'm not dumb, bro. Like, I know who Victor Conte is, bro. Without him, there wouldn't be VADA. That's clear as day. Clear as day.
Yeah. I mean, but and I don't I want to get into a deep dive, but I'm so tired of this I'm tired of all content.
But when it always gets brought up, HOD, I think we talked about this every time the Haney's fight.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it should be coming up with Crawford too, because you was
the one that told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm saying you're gonna take a whole year off, and you're not even gonna take a tune-up fight, which avoids a drug testing.
Right.
And you're trying to gain all this weight, right? And you're trying to be
big too. I saw the picture yesterday of Crawford. He looks big, bro.
And so you're trying to, and so you know, what people don't understand when it comes to VADA, when it comes to snack, is they have supplements, but they also have a lab program. They're gonna take your blood. They're gonna then see what you need, what you don't need, how are we gonna perfect you to become this super athlete, and then they're gonna give you what you need. And so it's not just about, you know, the cover is you got the supplements that they're promoting. Yeah, our athletes take, you know, what's that called? You take it, you have it. What's that? The magnesium and all that shit. But that's just the upfront thing. They have a next level of stuff they do for their personal athletes, where they then find out what really is needed in this body, what can we do to give him whatever he needs, and how to make it right. And so there's another.
I mean, look, man. To be honest with you, I don't care who does it though. Like, if you're not supposed to do it, then it's wrong. I mean, I'm not saying you're not saying that. I'm saying me. Like, I don't like, but whether you're in snack, whether you're not in snack, whoever does it and cheats should be punished or whatever. My issue is motherfuckers love to pick and choose who's dirty, who's not, and make it seem like I mean, you really are ill-informed if you think nobody in the snack program is using something. Like, you're really, and if we say something, they look, these guys are, bro, it's all in front of your fucking face, man.
The thing is,
in front of your face, bro. You want to be in denial? Go ahead, bro. But it's in front of your face, bro.
But the thing is that people want to deny that he is involved, and that Conte,
I don't know why they do that though.
And because the bottom line is it doesn't have to be on paper, obviously, but he's the founder. And now the other thing is that this company is established as a non-for-profit. Now, how the fuck is that?
I read that. The non-profit, right? They're supposed to be a non-profit.
It's supposed to be a non-for-profit. How? Because he took all of his money. He took all of his money that he had from those problem times, and he put it into this not-for-profit and laundered it through there. That's the way I feel. He laundered all that money. He's got his daughter running. I don't know what she's running. I don't know if she's involved with VADA or but his daughter, one of his oldest daughters, is involved with VADA or snack, one of the two. I think it's with VADA. And so you're gonna tell me, hey, Dad, should we send the tester to Devin Haney today? No. Let him. He needs another 3 days before he can, or whatever the fuck it is.
Hold on, let me say something to hey, brother. I don't know when you got here, so what do you think about when Victor Conte says Canelo didn't take it? What do you think about that? Like, so, because I know what you're saying. You're saying Canelo was tested positive, and people are saying Crawford's dirty. So you have an issue with that. I understand, but by the same token, you got the man telling you that he most likely didn't do it because he had his own fighter test dirty for the same thing.
First of all, that Clenbuterol is a very potent performance-enhancing substance that would help a boxer in training tremendously. The issue is it's easy to get exposure through eating contaminated meat, and especially in Mexico. There's been a long history with soccer players and other fighters, even a fighter that I worked with back in 2016, Francisco Vargas, was training here in the United States. He went to Mexico, ate some contaminated meat, came up positive, and they did the exact thing that they're attempting to do now with Canelo, which is make him bring his camp back to the United States and then accelerate the testing from now until the fight. However, I think that there's a responsibility that Canelo has. He needs to step up and provide some type of evidence.
So, and then on top of that, brother, the same people, the one that we're talking about, VADA, right? They are at a press conference sticking up for that same fighter, the same thing that happened with Canelo, as well as all other Mexican athletes, soccer teams, football. Well, not many football players, but I guess they're football. They call it football for a different sport or whatever. But this is them right here defending it. So it's almost saying Canelo's innocent. And I know you don't want to hear it, brother, but I'm just telling you, it's like, if you think that people are making excuses, these are the same people y'all use as law. This is them saying, don't jump to conclusions when people test positive for Clenbuterol. They're literally saying it.
So
Here.
I'm going to talk about one little case here, and I'm going to ask Andy Foster to help me a little bit because this happened in the state of California. So I wanted to kind of give you a little example. You were asked by the promoter to test Mr. Vargas, and I'm not telling tales out of school or violating HIPAA or whatever you want to call it. Francisco Vargas was supposed to fight Orlando Salida, and these are the details. Both entered our program. Francisco Vargas was a little bit complicated as he was training in California and also training in Mexico. His first test was on April 16th in Alta Loma, California, and his second test was on April 21st. Lo and behold, I'm sitting at home, and all of a sudden I get this across my computer that we had a positive test. And we had a positive test in Mr. Vargas for the drug Clenbuterol. Clenbuterol is a substance that's banned at all times. First thing I did in a panic, called Mr. Foster on the phone and explained what we had. So I called Mr. Foster, and you can tell us a little bit what happened after that.
So before you guys jump to conclusions.
Yeah, before we jump to conclusions. See,
And
they're sticking
Foster
it.
and-
Hold on. I'm talking to the guy real quick. Just let me finish this HOD. This is the guy saying before you jump to conclusions, because it's the same thing that happened with Canelo. So it's like you want to either people are making excuses or they're not.
I think it's important that you understand what Clenbuterol is and what the half-life.
Foster's the Athletic Commission for California.
Yeah, if you'll talk about the half-life.
Clenbuterol has been used in cattle, and the reason why it's often used in cattle is to give you leaner meat. You know, when you go buy, I'm a vegetarian, but when you go buy meat, you don't want fatty meat. So that's how it was used. It's pretty much.
So the whole thing is what I'm not making excuses for nobody. What I'm saying is people pick and choose what they want to believe. If we're going to go by the professionals' word, right? If you want to go by them, they're telling you Canelo was innocent. In fact, Victor Conte came out his own mouth and said he went above what Vargas did because he's got a lot of money. He had third-party testing, go to the places where he ate the meat and this and that. And then he took a hair follicle, which showed that he never took it. So he says, in my eyes, he's exonerated. Now, people won't believe that. But if you don't want to believe that, then don't get mad when people say, okay, well, anybody in snack is dirty. It's you either take his word for something or you don't take his word for something. And this is what the issue I've had with Victor Conte. He said the same thing about Ryan Garcia. He said, Ryan Garcia can't sit here and say that he took a supplement from GNC or whatever, I forgot the one that he said he was taking, and say that it came out of a capsule from those factories. That's not how it works. But then when Andre Berto got popped, he said, Andre Berto must have took something from GNC. You see what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, come on, bruh. Like,
there's a lot of contradiction here. The first time when you first played let's go to where you played that part with Victor. First of all, Clenbuterol is not a very potent PED. It's basically a fucking diuretic. That's basically what the fuck it is. That's all it is. You heard what the lady said. It just helps to produce lean meat. So when you're cutting weight, you have more meat than fat. That's all it is. It's not making you stronger, faster. It's not an anabolic steroid. It's not DECA, or something to that effect. So that now the guy that was talking there, that was Andy Foster. He's the Athletic Commission for the state of California. He's the head of the Athletic Commission in the state of California. Now, Canelo is also the most since then. Canelo is the most tested boxer in all of boxing because that was part of his prerequisite that he will be testing more than anybody. So that's what ended up happening when they closed. But all this shit about he took Clenbuterol. If your bitch ass think you're gonna get muscle head and all that shit, go to any fucking gym and ask these guys, hey man, are you taking Clenbuterol? You're gonna laugh your fucking ass out the gym for being a retard. No, it's a diuretic style thermogenic. It's like taking a fat burner. That's basically what Clenbuterol does. I don't know what weight class the Canelo was at that time. Was it 160?
I don't know which one it was, but the one thing that I didn't know about, I don't know if you knew, was when he said this. I just forgot to play this one part right here. Hold on.
It's no longer legal. It's no longer computer that
Oh yeah, right
We
there
had
on
a
the screen it said thermogenic.
Computer that we had a positive test. And we had a positive test in Mr. Vargas for the time sitting, and his second test was
Hold on, where's it at?
and we had Mr. Vargas in a so
Before you guys.
I'm going to get cattle. And the reason why it's all meat, you know what?
Oh, I had the one where he said that the Olympics, I think it was the Olympics, had gotten like a warning that all these soccer players were getting found positive for Clenbuterol, and this was around the time that this happened. And that he said even the NFL said that some of their players were, were testing positive for it, which was kind of weird to me because it's like, are they using that in American meat as well? But look, at the end of the day, bro, I don't really care. My whole point is this, bro. If you do something wrong, if it's against the rules, you should be punished. That's it. At the same time, keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying keep the same energy. That's it.
I think all these diuretics should be legal. All these diuretics, it helps a fighter make weight more safer than all that sauna.
Hold on one
shit
second. Hold on. I think somebody's in the background. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Well, they can't interrupt me when I'm speaking, bro.
No. I want to make sure. I didn't know he was there. Hold on. Yo. Yo, hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not here on some troll shit, right?
You talking boxing? I'm a boxing fan.
Oh, okay. No, I have to. I'm sorry. I have to ask.
I don't know that voice, man. Did you show his face for you?
Yeah, no. No, we good for now. I just have to ask just to be safe. That's all. What's going on, brother?
It can be made for cheating, which is not really good for boxing. So I mean, you even hear one guy talking about diuretics should be legal. I mean, come on. What else should be legal?
All of it. They're all doing it.
Okay, so they all doing it. So instead of trying to stop them from doing it, you want to let them all do it.
Hey, there's no fix to it. There's no fix to this. It's way too much money to test everybody in boxing. I mean, we got to talk about then all the little guys at the bottom who are making only $5,000. Where they're gonna get money to pay for it? Who's gonna pay for this?
Well, just to be clear, I don't agree with that, sir. I don't know you. What's your name, sir? What is your name? What do you want me to call you?
TBE.
Okay, TBE. Yeah, look, just so you know, that's him. His opinions don't reflect mine. My whole thing is this. I look at it like this. If it's against the rules,
you didn't let me finish though.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I want to make it clear because there's been times you've been on here and people take what you say and put it on me. So that's why I'm making this clear. Me personally, I think hey, that's how I do it. I want to make a clear distinction from me and you. I just feel like if it's against the rules, that's fine. You should be punished. My whole thing is we need to be brutally honest with all topics. We don't just, if you ask me what happened in a situation, I'm not going to sit there and only tell you the things that benefit me in a good light. I'm going to tell you the whole situation, and then you could take it and take out how you want with it. All I want is transparency, truthfulness, opinions. That's fine. Everyone got an opinion, but I'm just tired of lying. I'm tired of defamation of character, and I'm also just people wanting to say, oh, this guy, it's okay when he says it, and he's no, bro. At the end of the day, if you want to say that this guy's dirty because Victor Conte says it, well, then Victor Conte's also telling you that Canelo is innocent. So which one is it? You're only going to take his word because you don't like Canelo? That's my whole point. And
Clenbuterol.
I mean, it's not for me, it's not a matter of liking a fighter or not liking a fighter. Okay, I mean, as far as Victor Conte, I could care less about Victor Conte because he's not really the issue for me. Okay, the issue for me is, you have fighters who, really work hard, dedicate themselves to the sport for years, from they're like 6, 7 years old. Go through all the, do all the right things that they're supposed to do, and then you got guys who just come in there, use PEDs and whatever advantage they can get, and people are trying to say, oh yeah, they should get away with it. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not right. And when people talk about Canelo using PEDs, I mean, okay, so Canelo got caught twice for using PEDs, right?
Got twice caught using Clenbuterol, a diuretic.
Okay. What, like I said, well, you can call it whatever you want, okay? But now, so you say he's innocent. Okay, so let's just say Canelo is innocent, okay? Let's just say he's innocent.
He's innocent of not intentionally digesting this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like that's what he's innocent of.
I'm not saying he is. I'm saying Victor Conte said he is.
I'm saying
no, but you got to understand.
Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, okay? Let's give Canelo the benefit of the doubt.
He got cleared of not intentionally using Clenbuterol. He had Clenbuterol in his system. That's guilty as charged.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Why you keep
No, it's guilty as charged. He had it in his system. He just did not take it intentionally.
Whatever. All I'm saying to you is that what about the other 5 guys in the same camp that Canelo is from getting popped? Why is nobody investigating?
Ryan Garcia. Hold on, Ryan Garcia. That's a narrative, brother, because Ryan Garcia was not with Canelo. He was with Derek James. Neary was not with Eddie Reynoso. That's like saying, Devin Haney trained with Ben Davison out of the UK, right? Some fights he trained for him, right?
Yeah,
okay. So let's say, he trained for Ben Davison, I don't know, back in the day. And now Ben Davison gets popped dirty. That's like saying Devin's dirty because he trained with Ben Davison at one point.
Okay.
Like Ryan Garcia was with Garcia was with Derek.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'm giving you that. Okay, what about the other guys? The rest of them?
They're not. They're still even though they're trained.
One that's actually in the camp, in the Reynoso camp. What about those guys?
The trainer is not in charge of his nutrition and what he takes in. He's not. If not, you would blame Bomac for why then Keyshawn Davis did not make weight. Why didn't nobody blame Bomac because Keyshawn Davis did not make weight over 5 pounds? Why didn't? Because he's not in charge of that.
Man,
he is not.
Grabbing at straws, bro.
Stop it. Right now you can't answer that.
You're making yourself look ridiculous, my friend.
My man, is Bomac responsible? Is Bomac responsible for the nutrition for Keyshawn Davis?
Your brother talked about transparency, okay? This is what we're talking about here, right? We're talking about transparency. So,
okay. So is Bomac, can you answer that question for me? Is Bomac responsible?
Say Reynoso didn't know about it.
Okay.
Say he didn't know about it. Okay, fine. I'll give you that too. All right, now, what about those guys though? Why is nobody?
If you got found, bro, I'm gonna go with what's his name? What's his name? That just got popped recently. What's his name?
Munguia.
Munguia was supposedly, if you look at the fight, right? I didn't see Eddie Reynoso there, but if he was found guilty, like I look at it like if you're not supposed to have,
he's in the middle of the process right now.
Okay, so then if he's guilty, then he's guilty. TBE.
Yeah,
then he's guilty.
I think both.
I'm not here to defend Canelo's camp. I'm just saying that what's good for one is good for all. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you're right. And so what's good for one in the camp is good for all in the camp. Okay, so if you have multiple people getting convicted, admitting using PEDs, like Ryan Garcia admitted it.
He wasn't with Eddie Reynoso.
He wasn't with Eddie.
So he wasn't with Eddie. I thought he wasn't with Eddie Reynoso.
He was.
But okay, but it just so happens that after he went to the Reynoso camp and after he left.
No, before that he was with what's that dude that's on PBC commentary? I forgot his name, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying, did he get caught with PEDs before Reynoso or after Reynoso?
It was after.
Okay, end of story. So, at the end of the day, bro, I mean, people want to believe what they want to believe, okay? And people make excuses for their
No, ain't no excuses. Okay? You know what the problem is, Mr. TBE, as you say. The problem, the way I see it, there's no control over this because they're selective on who gets tested, who doesn't, when and where, blah blah blah. It's way too much money for everybody. Nobody wants to pay. So let's go back to the 90s and 80s when I know Sugar Ray was on steroids, Hagler was on steroids, Hearns was on steroids, Duran was on shit. They all were on it. Holyfield was on it.
If a dog had a square ass, he would shit bricks.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I feel like.
And we had the greatest fights. And we had the greatest fights.
HOD, hold on, but hold on. The reason why I would have an issue with that is because if you allow that, then you know,
They
first
give us the greatest
hold on,
fights,
I'm
man.
just giving you my opinion. I feel like, you know, number one, I just don't think is right, and number two, that would also mean that let's
Morally, yeah.
yeah, morally, and let's just say TBE has a lot more money than me and is able to get the best drugs out there. You know what I mean? Like that, it would kind of make it unfair. Like if I, you know what I mean?
But that's what's happening right now. Only the people who have the most money get tested and can use steroids. But back then, who can pay for anything? Steroids is a lot cheaper. You could get some you know street stuff steroids at a much different price when you get some like medical graded shit. But what I'm trying to say is, who today only the rich ones can get away with it and do it.
So are you talking like maybe if it was under VADA, something like a program where they administer people to a lot of
if everybody was getting tested 365 in boxing, then yes, where I'm gonna go with TBN, but it's not. It's selective. It's who it is, who it's not.
Which boxer is richer than Canelo?
Oh wait, you know what, TBE? That's a good point. Let me ask you a question, TBE. Since you're asking questions, he does got a good
no
point.
one, by the way, TBE.
Hold on, TBE. Don't I got a question for you. That is a true statement. Not everybody's getting tested. Don't you think everybody should be on testing?
Yes, every single boxer.
Okay.
But you can't.
Unless you probably test their manager.
It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. That's the problem. It's unrealistic.
You probably test their trainers too.
It's unrealistic.
I like that. I like that.
You know, it's unrealistic. You know, it's just unrealistic. This is not the same thing as saying, yo, man, you know, you don't want to get a girl pregnant, then yeah, use a condom. A condom's only 50 cents. But it's not the same thing with this shit. You got it testing for VADA and trying to, yo, that costs money. We're talking about.
I think that's what they're trying to do with. Listen, this is what I think they're trying to do with Brian Norman Jr. By doing all this extra testing. And Brian Norman Jr., you see how he's nervous about the whole VADA thing. And if he wants to be safe, he would have to do what you say, HOD, get a third-party testing to get on top of that testing. That's a lot of money. And actually, I actually forgot to include the clip where Margaret talks about, the woman from VADA, that the money that is involved with testing is a lot of money. And so if you got somebody like Brian Norman Jr. who's concerned that he might get a false positive from VADA, whether it be through Victor Conte or somebody associated with Victor Conte, that's a lot of money. And I feel like they're just making them jump through all these hoops, whether if it's not promotion, because all this could be promotion. And at the end of the day, if it is promotion, that's fine. I still don't like the lion. I still don't like the lion.
There's no promotion in it because this is a straight salary fight. There's nothing to sell promotion wise. Right, it's a turkey fight.
That excuse from Brian Norman Jr., bro. I'm not buying it. So Brian Norman Jr. is talking about if Brian Norman Jr. bought up Victor Conte, he's a PED cheat.
How's that again?
If he's what?
If he bought up Victor Conte as an excuse why he's worried about VADA testing, he's a PED cheat.
No. Hold on. Wait, I got this, HOD. I got this. This is what he's concerned about. Because there are a lot of people that believe, and like, you know, and whether you believe it or not, there is evidence out there. It's called circumstantial evidence. That doesn't mean you know what circumstantial evidence is. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence out there that something weird went on with the Devin Haney and Ryan fight. And so what he's concerned about is if he goes on to testing and tests positive for something he didn't take. So that's why he's asking, can I be tested by somebody else other than VADA? Because VADA is associated with Victor Conte. And Ness tried to make it seem like that's not true. That's a lie.
You got Captain somebody in the background. I don't know if you know him.
Well, if that's the excuse he's making why he's worried about VADA.
Hold on.
Well, he's already the thing is TBE. He's already contracted to
hold on 1 second. This might be quick. Let me get this person on here because I got the screen blocked.
It's HOD's Poppy Shadow.
Oh, you son of a bruh. What's going on, my boy? Go ahead, man. I'll be right back.
Good job.
TBE, first off, I want to say thank you for being here, TBE, too.
Absolutely. He's a gentleman. TB, but the thing is that Brian Norman already is signed per contract with Turkey to do 8 weeks of VADA testing before the fight. He that's already established. What it is that the Haneys want more, and they already signed the contract. They didn't do that initially. They're just trying to get out of the fight. This is point blank.
I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, at the end of the day, I like Haney, but when I heard that he was fighting Brian Norman next, I was a little shocked.
That made no sense. It still makes no sense.
So I was a little shocked, to tell the truth, because not to say that he probably
He's getting knocked out.
Brian Norman Jr., but that's a tall task.
He's getting knocked out.
It's a tall task. And
do you think the fight will happen, TB?
It's really 50-50
right now. I think it is. You know, at first when HOD told me that, I was like, I think HOD's just mad because Devin signed it. But
no, man, I've been telling you, man.
I wish I can go back in time and smack myself in the face.
I've been telling you, bro. If you heard how Norman Sr. exposed Bill Haney on that Coach Malachi show, he was trying to kill the fight by calling Tay Jones. Yo, that was hilarious. And now they're forced to have to take it on public, perception right now. They have to take it. Don't you
think you should be for doing something like that, HOD, for fucking pump faking? And there should be a huge penalty for that. You're wasting a lot of money.
Well, if you take it out,
you're wasting fans' money. You're wasting fans anticipating. Like, for instance, you said, okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I'm gonna use you as an example. When we thought Tszyu was gonna fight Boots, right? You went ahead and you purchased Canelo tickets because you thought that fight was gonna be on there. The moment you found out Tszyu wasn't fighting Boots, what did you do? You refunded your money. So anybody that does a pump fake like that or whatever, there should be a penalty, because it's like, bro, you're fighters. Let's stop the nonsense, bro. If you're gonna sign a contract, you sign a contract. You don't. And then on top of that, if you wanted all of this, then it should all be in you should not be adding on anything that's not in that contract. You should not be trying to make the opponent, Brian Norman Jr. should only be focusing on training for the fight. That's it. He shouldn't be worried about the Haney's throwing in this, throwing in that, throwing in this, throwing in that. And then now he's worried that if I don't do that, the fight is in jeopardy. And this and that. That's all that looks like smoke and mirrors to me. It looks like
if Haney is supposedly on 365, how come we have not been seeing any of all these test results?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Right? Like, hey, we tested him in June and negative.
And he keeps saying he's 365.
Right. Where's all these test results? I don't see him on VADA, because VADA puts him on publicly.
I'm pretty sure that the opponent's camp are doing their due diligence, whoever the opponent is for Devin and irrespectively that you're talking about. So I mean, you're not
look it up right now.
So you would know. How would you know? You wouldn't know anything about it. They would know, though.
No, VADA puts it. VADA makes it.
They would know,
online.
bro. I mean, if my fighter is facing Devin Haney, I'm gonna know whether or not he's tested. So they're doing their job. So I mean, for you to sit up here and speculate about this and that,
it's not speculation. If you go to VADAtesting.org, you can look it up and see what test, when they were last tested, what they test, if they were negative or positive. Which I'm doing right now.
The camp is doing their job, I'm pretty sure. Whoever it is that's against Haney, whether it's Brian Norman or whoever else he's going to fight, they're going to do their due diligence. They're going to know if Devin Haney is testing or not.
Are you pretty sure, or are you pretty sure? There's a difference.
Well, if they're not, then that's on them. It is what it is.
That's what exists. That's the thing.
What do you think, Pudo? You think what do you think is going on with this whole shit with the Brian Norman?
The same thing that's went on for any other thing that with this type of garbage. It's promotion, right? Like literally, like these guys.
So you think it's all just to make the fight bigger?
Yeah. Because the thing is, like it's the press conference. So I'm gonna do my best impression of TBE. I'm pretty sure since they did a press conference for the fight, contracts have been signed. So unless there's an addendum to the contract after the fact, you just can't pull out of a fight like that, because then you're subject to litigation. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure this is a bunch of bullshit for promotion.
Yeah, but they're not going to get into that with Turkey with litigation, because they know they're fucked. It's like for an example, Tszyu has to eat everything no matter what. Turkey's going to honor his contract with Tszyu. He just got him up on the shelf right now because he could do that. But, it's not like Tszyu could sue. Nobody's going to sue Turkey. He's just too damn big and powerful. There's no litigation. Nobody's going to really try to fuck that up like that.
Well, wouldn't the testing, wouldn't the testing HLD and Pluto, wouldn't the testing, all this shit that fucking the Haneys are trying to do, that should be in the contract if you were concerned about that, correct?
I would say so.
Yeah, this was an addendum to the original contract. This right now, the extra weeks that they put in has nothing to do with the Turkey contract or the original contract. They added that on.
Why wouldn't you put that in? And you knew you was gonna do that. Why wouldn't you just put that in there?
They were hoping to get out of it, bro. But when everybody saw, when Bill Haney saw that, man, people are really looking at this as we trying to get out of it. He had to eat it, just like he had to eat it that he got exposed wanting to kill the fight on Coach Malachi show. All right, we got to take it. Fuck, he's trying to every way to try to get out of this fight. And the next thing we're gonna hear is a slip and fall.
That's why I have an issue, bro, because it's like I just want to see fights. I don't want to see all this bullshit. Like, especially if I start thinking that a dude don't really want to fight, like that shit pisses me off, bro. Like, stop wasting my fucking time. You know,
that's the dumbest shit to me. That's the dumbest shit.
It is dumb.
Fight him. Why would he sign the papers if he didn't want to fight?
Well, you even said it yourself. Oh, this is what I think. Okay, TBE, you even said it yourself that you was shocked I was shocked. I'm thinking like this. He went into the Jose Ramirez fight, right? He was gun shy, whatever you want to say it was that was the game plan, whatever it may be. You get this right, masterclass. You get this huge yeah, some people are saying that. You get this huge backlash, right? And people are thinking, you know, you're not the same fighter you were before the Ryan fight. You got people saying you was never that good to begin with. So now just like you got to pump yourself into like, you know, because I don't know, because me myself as a boxer fan, I'm confused because when he first signed it, I was like, yeah, that's Devin trying to redeem himself. But then I'm watching everything unfold with I get the whole shit at the press conference, the whole wrestling and all that's all promotion. But then when he started saying the same shit he said the same shit during the Ryan fight. You're a C-class fighter. I'm levels above you. Who did you beat? Now, yeah, he's only talking. He's just saying it, but it's just weird energy to me. Then you got Bill coming out, adding shit on there that wasn't in the original. You knew you was going to ask him for drug testing. So why wouldn't you? That shit just screams red flags to me, unless it's all promotion, like Kudo says. But even if it is promotion, let's say it is, I still don't like the fact you got people trying to tell the fans that they're stupid if they think Victor Conte isn't a part. He is a part of VADA, bro. He's not employed, motherfucker. But because of him, come on now.
It exists because of him.
Victor Conte is not the issue, okay? And people trying to make him the issue.
No, he is the issue. He is the issue.
People that try to do that is the people who are pro cheating in boxing. Okay?
Not at all. This man is the one who founded
You're
and
pro
created
cheating in
VADA.
boxing, PD. You're pro cheating.
Okay.
That man created and funded VADA. What are we talking about?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with VADA. Okay, VADA
he created it. A prison bird.
VADA testing is good. VADA testing is good. It's good.
I'm pretty sure it's flawed, bro. I'm pretty sure.
We need more.
Yo, I don't see no testing results with Devin Haney on this site. Do I know where I'm looking?
You got rich guys like Canelo who can afford to get the best drugs out there. I mean, this guy's filthy rich. Okay.
So can Devin? Floyd was filthy rich, so he got the best.
But Canelo got caught twice. Devin didn't get
Clenbuterol.
He gets the best
Clenbuterol.
He got caught twice.
Floyd Mayweather gave the Clenbuterol to Canelo. Who's laughing? Who's laughing?
TVE.
No, I'm just saying. Did I say something funny? Oh, okay. Now I get the joke. But anyway, you know,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Well, I mean, Mayweather was caught using IVs illegally. We saw that's a fact.
And he got caught with testosterone that they buried.
Yep.
Oh, so
I'm a Floyd fan. I'm a Floyd fan.
So wait a minute. So Mayweather was using IV. Was when Ryan Garcia was using was it illegal?
No, because it was out of competition. Mayweather was caught doing it the day before the fight.
That's why I hopped on Shadow, because TBE.
Well, the difference is well, TBE. Not that I'm giving Floyd a pass, but to me, I can clearly see Floyd got all the skills. So like, even though those shit help. Like you still gotta have skills when you're in the ring, and that's another thing that gets me mad. Like I don't. These guys be comparing Shakur and Devin to Floyd. Ain't none of these motherfuckers like Floyd, bro.
Why can't I
None of them
look at results?
None
I'm
of
looking.
them like Floyd.
Yo, Puro, didn't they used to put the test results on for the fighters on VADA that you can
No,
see that?
not to my knowledge, because that it was funny because when Shadow put the little fucking clip of Andy and fucking Goodman, it was funny about the hip. He's like, hey, I don't care about the HIPAA and all that shit. No, I don't think that's a violation of HIPAA. So no, I've never seen it. HLD. The only time I've never seen a test result. It's always been like the
it's on Twitter. On Twitter, they be putting it out.
That's where I find it. Yeah.
Yeah, on
And
Twitter
then,
when
of course,
VADA
Dan
puts it out.
Literally, Dan Rayfield has the password to their fucking databases and shit.
Of course he does.
I get it. It's shit. But hey, like fucking, he got canceled a long time ago. Good for him.
Who got canceled?
Rayfield.
By who?
He worked for ESPN.
Oh yeah, no, he got kicked out, and you see how
I loved him, bro. I loved him, but it serves him right, bro. Fuck him.
Dan Rayfield is also on the outskirts with Turkey, man. You don't like him.
No, he's on the outskirts with a lot of people, man. Like,
yo, did I show you? Were you here when I showed you? So, Turkey put the that deleted. What's going on, Puerto Rico Rum? What's going on, Sergeant? What's going on, G?
Oh, the one that I sent you.
No. There's the tweet with fucking Turkey, yo. Like he really don't like Tszyu, and
yeah, the one I sent you.
Yeah,
I laughed my ass off.
Oh, No, I found that on Reddit. You sent me something with him?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
bro, I be sending you shit all the time.
I didn't see it. Not bad. I got I found.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I didn't. I
was on Reddit. I was on Reddit and I found this right here, where somebody found a deleted tweet by Turkey when Tszyu got knocked out, and it says this right here. It says, I said from the beginning, Tszyu does not deserve to be on a Riyadh season or Ring magazine card. He can be useful as a sparring partner, champion in Riyadh season. And it's like, bruh, like, what the fuck, bro?
He deleted it, Shadow? He deleted
it? Yeah.
What
the fuck is the problem with Tszyu, bro?
Hey, Shadow.
That was kind of hardcore.
Hey, Shadow, I want you to show TV what Devin Haney looks like. That picture that I sent you the other day.
Oh, yeah.
When he's not on, when he's not in camp, look what Devin Haney looks like, bro. This dude is swole, man.
Right.
The one that I sent you.
I know.
What are you gonna do when Crawford knock out Canelo?
We're gonna be laughing.
I'm gonna unalive myself, TBE, bro, because I love Canelo so much.
What you gonna do when he gets decapitated with diarrhea going down his socks when he gets hit with a body shot? That's what I want to know.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think Bud might win, bro. I'm not.
It's good, but it's a good fight. It's one thing you gotta say that I do know for a fact is that Crawford's taking this seriously. You gotta respect that. I respect that part. He's taking it seriously. He is putting in the work. And I expect to see whatever best version of that is that's going to get knocked out on September 13th.
TBE finds that shit hilarious, huh?
But you know what? It's fun for I wasn't looking forward to this fight, but because of the fanfare, I like the banter, man. It's fun. I just keep it as what it is.
I got my ticket a couple days ago.
Oh, you bought your tickets on Puro?
Yeah.
How much? I mean, if I may ask, where you get them at? What average? At least
I got it at Ticketmaster.
Hey, TB, hold on, my bad. TB, who's that up on the screen? Who's that up on the screen?
Oh shit.
Who does that look like to you?
Go ahead.
Can you see the screen, TB?
You see, Snack works, man.
Who does that look like to you?
It looks like an AI version of Devin Haney.
It's Sharon and his boots. That's Sharon and his boots.
His boots, though, without his beard.
That's funny.
We're just making fun.
Bro, I thought that was him too, bro.
So you got him a couple days ago, Puro. Can I ask you what level you got him at and shit?
What happened?
What level did you get him? What level did you get him? Your ticket?
I got him at the shit here. I'll pull that shit up right now. What happened? Go ahead.
I'm just trying to find out compared to what I was paying.
Oh well, it cost me $369. I had to get it at resale because all the tickets, $700 for the regular tickets. That's the level and above. That's the only ones that are left. So yeah, I got it at resale for $369, and the section is what's it?
Yeah, I think I probably got the tickets at about what they're going for then, because I paid like.
Yeah. The thing was like shit, man. I don't know like how they were gonna be expensive because one of my homegirls on YouTube, she bought a ticket. She bought it for like $800. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna like watch the fucking.
What did I pay? Did I
fight
pay?
in my room, and then I'm just gonna go fucking meet the
I
homies
think I
afterwards at
paid
the bar.
$4,200 plus all that bullshit tax at that time. But there were there were some good seats at the bottom at is it 200 level?
I just wanted to be at Canelo fight one day. I didn't think I was gonna be able to go, but Sebastian Fundura, thank you. You paid for my ticket.
Oh, you put money on that one?
Yeah, I put money on knockout.
Yo, Sebastian Pandora, bro, he's better now, bro. He's a lot.
Yeah,
better.
told you guys.
He's a little better. He's a little better.
But the head movement, bro. When I tell you the head movement, I was about to pull my hair out.
He's using his height. He's using his reach. And
offensively, he's getting better. He's gonna get knocked out, but he's getting knocked out very soon. He's getting knocked out.
Hair out, bro.
Who's he fighting next?
Well, you can't say he ducked Xander Zayas, so who knows who he's fighting?
He'll cook Zayas, bro. Sorry,
he ain't cooking Zayas. He ain't
Zayas
cooking
don't have
Zayas.
enough power. If Zayas had more power, then I would agree.
He has more. He's
better,
more.
bro. He's
He
definitely
fights
fighting
better.
better.
He's gonna put. He's gonna overwhelm him, bro. That's
Well,
what
let's
he's gonna
fucking
do.
see it. Well, let's see it.
I want to see it, but you gotta tell me.
Hey, hold on. I got a good question for TBE. This TBE. Did you see the Shakur and William Cepeda?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, honest opinion. What do you think of the scorecards?
What were the scorecards?
It was like, what was it, y'all? It was like
For what fight we talking about? I didn't hear you.
Shakur and Cepeda.
It was 12-0 Shakur.
It was like 119 and shit like that. 118. They were high. Like
it was 12-0.
like he washed every round. I
Like he
think that was
watched them
bullshit.
every round. Yeah, that's crazy.
He won the fight. I'm not gonna tell
He
you.
won the fight, but I'm just that's crazy.
Okay,
to
but
me.
all right, let's look at it like this. A lot of things have to do with expectations, right?
No, they don't.
So yeah, it does. So
No, it doesn't.
A lot of people. Oh, okay, if you say so.
No, yeah, it's not a say so. Like the judges have a criteria, not expectation.
Yeah, but they're human beings. Okay, at first, before they were judges.
Go ahead, continue.
So anyway, so people expected, even including the judges, okay, because they listen to what's going on social media. They're not deaf, so they expected Shakur to run. Everybody expected him to run, basically, at the end of the day. Okay, and that was the narrative, right? He was going to run, despite the fact that he said that he was going to so-called quote unquote stand and fight. So when he actually quote unquote stood in front of Cepeda, made him miss a lot of time, because a lot of time when you in there throwing all these punches and stifling your shots, like, you know, it looks good from the outside to the untrained eye, but you know, you just stifling your shots and you're not really doing anything productive in there. And a lot of that was, not to say that the player didn't do anything productive, but a lot of it was just.
He landed it 277 times. I think he did a lot.
Exactly. 110 times to the body, bro.
Like I said,
this comment, this shit, I'm gonna leave that shit right there, bro.
A lot of it was just, and you gotta keep in mind that a lot of those punches kind of just rolled off of
those don't count.
Or they just rolled off. He rolled with a lot of punches. Okay, he rolled a lot of those punches, and he was doing it right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, he missed a lot of them on the rolling, but the ones that I just said 274, 77, those were landed.
Yeah, those are landed shots.
Well, I mean, if I throw a punch and it hits you on the jaw, but you roll with it, that's going to count as a shot.
Yes,
it's not going to count as a roll. They don't have a
no. There is no. There's no roll.
You know, contact is a punch.
A punch is a punch.
Yeah, so contact is a punch. Yeah,
punch is a punch.
Damn, and any of your old school heads with heavy metal bands and shit, and leader Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne died.
What? No way. Ozzy did not die. No,
Ozzy
he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. HOT. Really?
Yeah, just looking at it.
I'm fucking Prince of Darkness. That sucks, man. Damn.
You know.
But anyways, bro, I don't know why we were talking about rolling punches when like fucking Shakur don't even know how to fucking do it. Get out of here.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Trey, if you believe that, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But define what's, I mean, I know you troll. You know what? I can't even say that because there's actually people that actually think like you. I've actually seen people say that. What is what is your definition of the face of boxing? Like, what is that, Trey? Because it's like, because people call out bullshit, and you know, you do know, right, that the face of boxing would. I mean, hey, bro, if that's what you think, that's what you think. I'm dumbfounded with some of the shit I see. I mean, it's crazy.
Is that a boxing category?
I mean,
nope.
The face of boxing to me, the face of boxing, I don't even consider Canelo the face of boxing anymore, really. Let me see who I consider the face of boxing.
It's one of those things, kind of like the pound for pound list. It's your own criteria, you know what I mean?
Yo, I heard someone tell me one time Jerron in his boots was pound for pound. I said, I like Jerron in his boots.
Oh shit! Breaking news: Shakur Stevenson, he's gonna retire and go to the Olympics to play pickleball.
Oh yeah?
Fuck up.
He's gonna retire again, you mean?
Fuck up.
He put it out there, bro.
It means he's gonna retire again.
He wants to play pickleball.
You know what? You know what actually got me upset about Shakur though? Because it's like after the fight, I think for him,
his hands are good for that.
First off, let's get something out the way. Like I do not think that fight was as close as what they made it seem like to be. I think it was a good fight, but for Shakur, he impressed me. But the whole afterwards, motherfuckers comparing him to Floyd, and this is y'all gotta stop that shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop.
All right.
That's y'all man's, bro. Y'all be doing that shit.
Let me just say this, right?
That's a content creator's dream, Shakur Stevenson.
I saw the fight, and I'm gonna tell you, I watched the fight very, objectively, and I'm looking at Shakur, and I'm saying to myself, damn, he seems very calm in there. And these punches are coming at him like crazy. And I'm saying to myself, he seemed a little bit too calm, like almost lackadaisical. So I'm saying, what the hell is going on with this guy? So you got to step it up. But then almost I realized that he was in the zone. He was just, it was a beautiful thing to see, man. I that was a great performance. He was hitting with Zepeda with some vicious body shots. Yeah, I was not Zepeda out a couple of times, but you don't got that killer instinct. So he didn't really go after Zepeda.
Vicious body shots. But anyways, it was almost like he knew if I make it to the 12th round, there's no way I can lose.
Nah, bro. He was having fun in there. He was having a ball. He was enjoying himself. He was smiling.
Well, look, I give him this. He's calm under the storm a bit. You know what I mean? I get that. It's look, Zepeda is not no easy fighter. This kid is coming at you with 1,000 punches in a fight. And so, you got to be on your toes all throughout the entire fight. And did he do well? Yeah, he did well. I ain't going to take that away from him. It was a good fight. I just don't know what more needs to be said. It was a good fight. He won it. Okay. That's it. But there's no expectation that this guy is someone who's going to hurt you, someone who's going to he's not going to like beat up the elite guys. He is just not. He's going to outmatch him. That's it. He's going to outmatch him.
And if he didn't hurt Zepeda, why did Zepeda keep pressing him even more?
Because Zepeda's a volume puncher. That's what he does. He can throw a
he hurt
punches.
Watch the fight again. He hurt him a couple times.
HLD, did you watch the new little video from that one guy that tries to debunk Devin Haney and the fucking thing? I forgot what the channel's called. Yeah, it's funny, bro, because he put down a video of talking about Shakur needs to be careful. It could be his the most dangerous fight. He didn't give a pick, but he's like, just be careful. And then he came back and he's like, hey man, I won't come to apologize to all Shakur Stevenson fans. My bad. I give Shakur credit. He didn't fight he didn't run like a chicken like he usually does. But he reads these tweets, and it's funny, man. I should have remembered with some of them. But yeah, some of them were like, Shakur Stevenson's performance is the best performance of the last 20 years. Like crazy fucking.
Oh no, I saw, bro. I saw someone. Listen, this is why I ask people if they're trolling, because you can't tell if people are trolling, but some people really have this mindset. I saw someone tweet and say that Shakur Stevenson's better than Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shakur said that. Shakur said it himself. Shakur said it himself.
I mean, he's a fighter. He's a fighter, so I guess.
No, I get it. But like damn.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to take all that shit, the social media thing, with a grain of salt. Just look at what we see in the ring, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna take it away from him. He he had a good performance. There's just no way of saying he had a good performance. It wasn't boring, bro. It wasn't right.
Shakur, bro.
As long as you entertain me, baby, that's what I want.
Yeah, right. Entertain me, bro.
He needs to fight somebody tougher, like somebody like Brian Norman or somebody like. I want to see Shakur fight somebody tough. Somebody.
He needs.
Well, he's a small guy. He's not leaving 135 anytime soon.
Yeah, but he's over here saying he wants to fight fucking Conor Ben. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but
it's a money fight. You know the British fans and all that. So it's all about the money.
JB number one Shakur fan now, bro.
Ben is like,
but
is a
okay,
big guy
but
now,
look, I'm not saying Mutataya beats Shakur because I think when it comes to distance, see when I look at defense, I don't just look at defense like as just being evasive. Like I take everything like athletic, counter punching, dipping, laying on the ropes, fighting in the phone booth, right? Sidestepping everything, right? Like I think Shakur is good at distance, but that's the only thing that I could find comparable to like someone like a Floyd, because he literally, his defense for most of that fight was leaning on the ropes. And even though he didn't do what he did when he fought De Los Santos, right? For me, it was a good performance, what Shakur showed. With that being said, if he fought someone like Mutataya, I feel like Mutataya is a little bit quicker. He might still beat Mutataya, but I would still but Mutataya puts his punches way better together than Cepeda, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, like
but he's slow. He's slow though.
Has more pop.
He has more pop, but he's slow as shit, bro.
Well, who's gonna give him problems? He's not gonna fight Tank.
He's not gonna fight Tank. Tank, he knows Tank will like literally murder him. Like he will unalive him.
Let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead, TB.
What you just said about Shakur is interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you said that all he did was just lean against the ropes for most of the fight, which is something that you're never supposed to do against a guy like Cepeda.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he got his fucking ass punched off.
Because they say if Cepeda gets you on the ropes, that's where he wants you, and that's when he's gonna do the most damage. But he
I agree. Yeah. It was impressive.
He couldn't do any damage to Shakur. What Shakur fought his fight, stayed on the ropes, and said, "Yeah, come and get me."
I agree.
Shakur fought Cepeda's fight. Fuck all that. Go ahead. Sorry.
He impressed me. He did. What I'm just talking about in the future, because you're talking about you want to see him fight a tougher opponent. I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to look realistically what's in the future. Unless he moves up to 140, right? I don't really see really who is he gonna fight, because it's like he's not gonna fight Tank. That's not gonna happen.
No.
He's not. Tank ain't gonna fight.
Me neither. I don't think.
But I'm not talking about just anybody in life. I'm talking about welterweight and junior welterweight.
Oh, you're talking about him like moving up to 140, 140.
Yeah, if he has to fight to get a
it's a good fight. Believe it or not, I think Richardson Hitchens would be a good fight for Shakur.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's a good fight.
That's a good fight for Shakur.
That's a good fight.
That's a technical. I know it's not the most exciting, but it's a good technical fight. I think Antoine Russell would be a good fight.
Yeah, but that's 140.
I know. Well, when you fell off, that's what we said. I said at 135, there's not much, and he said, "Well, I'm talking about 140, 147." So I went to 140.
Well, he's on the Shay show. I'm just looking at it, and he said that he's willing to go up to 140 for Tszyu. So I think Tszyu at 140, Tszyu, Puello, they are gonna give him problems. I'm not saying they're all gonna give him problems.
He should fight Devin, so Devin can put him out of his get him away.
I'm not with the Tszyu thing. Let Tszyu starve.
No, exactly, bro. Like Tszyu will fucking cook him. That's why you don't want to fight him.
Tszyu is
the biggest Tszyu fan.
POOC, okay? A POOC. So let him.
Why is he a POOC?
What is that though? Before I continue.
Just pronounce it. Just pronounce POO.
People hate Tszyu.
But why is he that?
I'm not a big Tszyu fan either, but
why is he that?
I know.
Why is
he can fight his ass off?
HOD, because I think
let him finish. I want him to answer it. Okay. Why is he a POC?
Because he's a POC. It is what it is, bro.
But why?
I mean, it is what it is.
But why? I want to understand your logic
right now. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Tszyu's career is going down the drain.
No,
if he does, and the only thing that's gonna stop it, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna stop it from going down. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna stop it from going.
But you didn't answer my question, Mr. TV.
I'm gonna answer your question, but before that, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna bring Tszyu back. Okay,
he's coming back, guys. They know he's only on the shelf. That's it.
I'm telling you what's gonna bring him back. He's gonna have to get on TV or the internet or social media, whatever, and he's gonna have to make a full apology
No, he don't.
To who?
No, he don't.
He's gonna have to make a heartfelt and full apology.
No.
Okay, before.
Bro, this is boxing, bro.
Turkey's got something lined up for him already. Yeah, I know you put it this way.
It's over for Teo.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't, bro.
If he's a POC, what are all the jailbirds that are out there, man? The baby mamas, the drunken drivers, the guys who hit and run cars with pregnant women and all that shit. What are the ones who strangle their pregnant baby mamas and throw them on the floor? What are those guys?
I
forgive you, HOD, for all those things.
John Jones is in the UFC.
You know, I mean, are those guys bigger POCs than Teo? Because Teo got no mugshot. I tell you that.
Like I said,
HOD, I forgive you for those things that you did, bro. Nobody's perfect.
Teo got no order of protection. No mugshot, no order of protection.
To turn it around. If he doesn't do what I tell him, what I'm saying he's supposed to do, he's done.
Is it the racial comments, TBE, for real? Is it the racial comments? You could be honest.
It's not just the racial comments, it's the stupidity.
I agree.
Well, so why do we have to apologize for stupidity?
The man is because that's stupid. I mean,
yeah, but you don't have to apologize for stupidity.
This guy turned his whole career. This guy had a golden path laid out in front of him. Golden.
He still does.
No, he don't, bro.
He still has the contract, bro. You don't get it.
We're literally in boxing.
It's over. It's over for Teo, bro.
Oh my God.
He's done. Okay.
I'll tell you this, TBE. Hold on. One thing I've been seeing. One thing I've been seeing ever since this whole. All right, so Turkey put him on the shelf, but it is kind of crazy for people to think his career is over. Like, it ain't like if you can't fight with Turkey, your career is done. That's insane. That's absurd.
It's not even that.
Turkey said stupid shit. Didn't he say some stupid shit about Tim and he had to delete it?
Well, Turkey over here said he had an issue with Kid Austin pulling out the fight, but yet Dubois did the same shit. Then on top of that, the one thing I don't like about Turkey is this, bro. Like, Turkey has done a lot of great things for boxing, and I'm down with it, bro. I'm down with everything that he does positive. But I point out the crazy shit he be doing too, because when Turkey don't like you, we saw what he did with Canelo. He basically, to me, that was an open threat. That was an open threat. You call me or else, or some shit like that. And then on top of that, you pour $20 million into a rival combat sport when Canelo was fighting Munguia right down the street in the UFC, trying to undercut him. Right, so he does. Him. Right. And then so he does all that shit when he doesn't like you. Then look at the shit he did with Tszyu. Like, come on, bro. Like, Tszyu has never given me. I've never looked at a Tszyu fight and said, "Damn, I wasn't impressed." He ain't give me 100%. Tszyu always came to bang it out, and yet he got a problem with him talking about he could be a sparring partner and shit. That's kind of fucked up.
That was
like if you don't,
that's tough.
That is kind of fucked up. And then on top of this, like, okay, Kid Austin, I can understand why you upset with Kid Austin. The same way I could be, but here goes another thing, and we've talked about this before too. So you're mad at William Skull. You're mad at William Skull for not wanting to fight in the way that he fought against Canelo. I get it. You're right. It's the principle of the thing. But you don't say nothing to Devin because Devin's fighting Brian Norman Jr. But you know damn well when you said Tom and Jerry, you must have meant Devin, because if not, you wouldn't have included Shakur when he was going to be fighting William Cepeda. You doing the whole Tom and Jerry shit, but yet Shakur knocked out the electrician you put in the ring. So it's like he picks and chooses. Once again, you picking and choosing. And that's fine. It's his money, man. But it's like, bro, if you're gonna call Shakur Tom and Jerry, the motherfucker Devin Tom and Jerry.
Too much on the Turks.
Turkey's a good troll, bro.
No, bro. That makes Devin Haney the road runner.
Turkey control his ass off, bro. The little shrinking ring, I laughed for like 5 minutes.
I loved it.
That shit was funny. No, his trolls are funny.
I loved it.
It was funny. Yeah.
Can you imagine him at ringside with the button like Dr. Evil?
Yeah, right.
Hitting the button like Dr. Evil from what's that movie? Goldfinger or whatever this shit is. With smaller.
Right. Lo and behold, bro. Like now we know that fucking doesn't matter if the fucking ring was a phone booth, bro. Fucking Shakur still would have won.
Exactly.
But I knew that before the fight, bro. That's not like if Cepeda don't knock him out.
Hey guys, hold it down. Hold on. Just hold it down. I'll be right back. Somebody's here. I'll be right back.
It's gonna be the same thing with Crawford.
I already knew that shit, bro. But it's all good, man.
It don't make a difference how big the ring is. It's gonna be the same result.
Oh, but watch that video, HLD though, because he's pretty much calling Shakur the next Devin.
What video is that? By who is that?
It's that one. It's literally that one channel that when Devin Haney came out with or Devin Haney's little brother. Remember, it's called the Exodus or something like that.
Oh, they came out with a new one.
Yeah. I think I didn't know new content, bro. Watch.
I didn't know. I didn't
have 8 videos now.
I didn't know that I made another one. Damn it! I got it.
Bro. They have 8 videos.
But this one's on again on all Devin Haney.
No. So this one is like they call it the Devin Haney or whatever, because you know how Devin Haney like fucking fought Ryan and he got his ass kicked, and they brought that up. So he's saying that Shakur is like literally down that path, and I kind of agree. He's gonna run into that one dude that he's gonna be too overconfident. He's gonna get that spark.
That's what I'm saying. Though. It's gonna be an athletic. I think it would have to be an athletic type of guy.
It's gonna be somebody with power, bro. Because nobody's gonna get a decision versus him, bro.
Nobody wasn't Zepeda. He's supposed to be
Tank.
But Tszyu don't got the pop at that weight no more, bro.
But he has the pop.
He would have to come down.
But he would have a pop for a guy who's coming up in weight. See, maybe it's not for solid 140 guys, but you got to remember he almost had Taylor out of there. He did it.
No. Yeah. I get that part. But the thing is like literally like Shakur, I think, has a pretty decent beard. So the thing is like if you have to pray that you fucking hurt him enough to fucking get the 10 count. If you don't get the 10 count, you're not gonna win.
I think Tszyu could really outbox him too.
Unless they pull Shakur's protection card.
Tszyu's timing is Tszyu's pace punch placement, speed, and timing is different level. Like Shakur has never faced that.
No, because he can be beat. Shakur can be beat. It's just
come on, stop. He got beat by Cambosos.
Bro, Cambosos. Everybody knows what happened that night. Let's stop it. That guy will never beat Tszyu.
Tszyu won 11-2, bro. Everybody knows.
Tszyu should fight Ryan Garcia. That's who he should fight.
They're right now holding up because I know Turkey's holding off right now on what's going to happen in the next few months, because we don't know what's going to happen with Devin Haney. That's for real. And they may need a replacement, and that could be Tszyu. It will be Tszyu. No, he has a contract with him. You got to honor it. There's no way around it. There's no way around it.
Matias, bro. He's got to fight Matias, bro. He looks bad.
Well, the thing is, the problem with Matias is that Matias already got that other fight lined up with Dalton.
Oh yeah,
Smith.
you're right. Okay.
So unless Turkey maneuvers and pulls that, because I think Turkey pulled the trigger too early for that. I think had he not known, because that fight happened with Dalton Smith. I mean, exactly at fight night, he came ringside and then he just said, "You know what? Let's go, right?" But had he waited, I think he would have said, "You know what? I want this card. I want the same fight again on a rematch under my." He would have said a rematch.
Yeah.
He would have said a rematch.
What about Kid Austin? What about Kid Austin and Shakur? I still want to see that.
Yeah, me too. Now even more.
Shakur's gonna have surgery. I think he put out that he may have to have surgery again in his hand.
Again?
Oh, yeah.
Well, good thing I'm not looking forward to the next Shakur fight, so we're good. Anyway, but I agree with you, HLD, because look at Lester Martinez. Is it Lester Martinez, or I'm thinking the Guatemalan cat? What's his name?
Yeah, Lester Martinez. He was talking mad shit. His team was talking mad shit about Turkey.
They pulled him out of his fight that he was supposed to fight last weekend, so he could put him on Billy. So they do it if they need to.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But that's like the issue though, because it's like, okay, so every time you get I get it, he's paying, but every time you get Turkey mad, you're gonna do like. Because this motherfucker has the ability to stop careers, really, in a way.
Well, only if you fight for him. That's it.
But the thing is, the things that he's like what happened with Tszyu had to do with that he was not willing to fight on his cards, and that was his problem with them. That's not career ending. Nothing.
That's just shit talking.
But these are the Lester Martinez, the Tszyu. I mean, he can use the excuse about what he said. But the thing is, when Turkey was just on the TVV the other day. When they asked him, "Oh, what happened with that?" Guess what? What question did he sidestep? The money issue, because that's what the issue was with Tszyu. The money issue.
Let me ask you this: why does he got an issue with Kid Austin pulling out the fight, but doesn't say nothing to Dubois, who did the same exact shit?
Because he's a hypocrite.
No, because I think he told Dubois to pull out.
Maybe it's because there's something personal going on with
like Tszyu, maybe.
Yeah, with Tim Tszyu and
It's with the whole PBC and all that shit.
Don't look into it too much. Hypocrisy
It could
is
be
the
religious.
answer.
I don't know. You know, it could be something like that we don't know about, right? It could be something religious. Maybe
Same thing's gonna happen with Boots.
You know,
Same thing with Boots.
Yeah, he did say something about Boots like that. See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
He confirmed that Boots want charity.
He
charity
basically
work.
called Boots a pussy, basically.
Yeah, he said, yo, he told me that he wants 2 tune-up fights, and I don't, I'm not no charity work. He can do that with Eddie. That's what he's pissed off about with Tim Tszyu. That same shit that Boots is doing is the same shit that he was mad about with Tim Tszyu.
Turkey's rubbing off
hold
a little bit
on.
now.
With Tim Tszyu, bro,
I don't believe
Tim
that
Tszyu ain't
with
never
Tim
ducked
Tszyu.
nobody. Who Tim Tszyu ducked? Who he ducked?
He wanted him to fight Virgil Ortiz.
During
Virgil Ortiz.
During that
Tim
time,
Tszyu would have fought
when he asked Boots and everything, is that what caused it?
Yeah, he wanted.
He probably wanted more time to fucking get a camp in for Virgil Ortiz. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you need one. Yeah.
So
He wanted it.
So D, you know that shit.
Well, there was more. That's not the other. There was 2 times that his team they did not want to deal with working with Turkey, and he said, "Then fuck it." So what he said right now is being spiteful. What he said right now is spiteful shit,
bro. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You're not gonna come to me with a short notice to fucking fight Virgil Ortiz, bro. So why you come on, bro.
Especially at a new weight class.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's all shit talking, bro. To be honest, I like the shit talking. Good shit talking.
But regardless, the path that Tim Tszyu took got him fucked up in his career.
I mean,
regardless,
that could have been anybody.
He
Not just
listened
Tim
to
Tszyu,
Turkey.
bro. Like literally, like he lost to better men. That's it. That's literally it.
But he would have made more money not fighting on the undercard.
Well, that makes kind of sense.
That's what pisses off Turkey. Like, yo, man, I'm giving you a better opportunity.
Yep.
And you're not taking it. You know, Boots already is on the shit list with Turkey because it's down 3 times that he doesn't want to take no fight. That guy wants charity work.
So
that's out of
maybe
his mouth.
Hold on. So maybe that's what Tim Tszyu was talking about when I saw Tim Tszyu when they asked him about Turkey. He said, well, I don't want to get into specifics, but nobody's going to treat me however they want to treat me. That's what he said.
Except when my name is Canelo.
and that's what kind of where Teo was at with him. But then what Teo did was handle it publicly and correctly. But he was right to be pissed because they were trying to tell him to take it or leave it deal.
Yeah, that's
and that's why Teo was pissed off with him. You know, it had nothing to do with anything else. And if you saw when Two-Tone asked him first, he asked him the first dumb question, which was about Devin Haney when it should have been about Boots and first, and then Devin Haney. I don't want to talk about the money and all that stuff, but I do know that if you insult my country or disrespect my religion or my country, there's no chance for you to fight with me. You know,
I mean, I understand what.
And she already apologized for that.
Okay,
so
fine. I understand what you're saying. Like the Boots shit makes sense, right? You're paying Boots a lot of money, and not only that, Boots has got like 30-something fights. He's already established. Like, how many fucking tune-ups do you need? I get that part, but I don't agree with the Tim Tszyu. I think that shit was so unfair. Tim Tszyu, to me, has always put on great fights, and him asking for a longer camp to fight Virgil Ortiz, if that's what all it took to piss off Turkey, bro, that's fucked up, bro.
I don't think that's
Team Petty, bro.
It was twice, though. It was twice.
You know, that's what worries me, Shadow, because how you were saying that you think Crawford might win. Like, I actually think there's an outside possibility, obviously because he's good. But the thing is like what's been happening lately with the Reynoso camp, and like literally like Canelo, ever since Canelo left Golden Boy, like you could tell they got it in for him, bro. They don't industry. Want. They're doing what they don't want. Like Canelo to them shows.
Oh, you cut out
a boxing world without a promoter. So that's what worries me about. They're gonna do some shit.
I mean, no, listen. Everything Turkey does good, bro. I applaud, bro. Like I fucks with Turkey, but just because somebody does something good, like I don't just co-sign everything. Turkey's the man. Let me bow to Turkey. No, bro. If you do some shit that I don't agree with, I'm gonna say something, bro. But the good shit, yeah, he does a lot of good shit. But like the Tim Tszyu shit is like. I mean, it's like I mean, I get it. It's a personal thing, but it's like when you have that much influence, it's almost like you either take it or I shelf you type shit. And it's like, okay, fine, but I would like it more if he would just keep the same energy with everybody, because it's like so now you got to issue with Boots, now you got to issue with Kid Austin, now you got to issue with Tszyu, now you see what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah. Well, that's what the boxing world gets, bro. That's what the fighters and the promoters get by like they just see money, they just see green, they don't see what might happen down the line.
Wasting a lot of time and talking about Crawford and this and that. You know, I think what people need to be doing, you know, all these investigators out there that's investigating Victor Conte, they need to keep an eye on Canelo's camp to make sure that Canelo does not come into this fight with Crawford dirty, because there's no guy.
He's the most tested fighter out there, TBE. He's the most tested fighter out there, though. I mean, he's the most tested. I mean, ever since that happened. And look, I think the thing that Pudo's talking about, I did a live on it. I think Pudo was on that live, but I did a live talking about it. I said, you know, at first I said, as this fight gets closer, I'm probably going to change my mind like 3 or 4 times as it gets closer, but I think Crawford has a good chance because Crawford has had a year. The signs that points to me that Crawford has a good chance, you know, I have to look at the outside factors. I have to look at everything. So, you know, he's got the good relationship with Turkey. Turkey got him this fight. When Canelo kept to his dates, right?
You said that first.
Well, no, I'm starting off with everything from the beginning. TV. I'm saying everything from the beginning. I'm just including everything. He got him to fight, right? He got him to fight when Canelo said that, you know, hey, I stick to my dates every year. So he said, I'm gonna fight Skull, right? Crawford chose not to fight nobody. He said, nah, I still got that Canelo fight. So he locked in. So he's been locked in. He's chosen not to fight nobody else, can risk anything. He's looked like he's gaining a lot of weight properly. He is undefeated, right? Bud is a dog. Now, even though I said the same thing about Jermell, I didn't think Jermell was going to go on his bicycle. I just don't see Bud doing that. And I think Bud has a good chance of winning. And I saw Canelo frustrated in that Skull fight. He looked visibly frustrated. He looked old for the first time. And so yeah, like Bud's got a good chance, bro. But
I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. Stop talking about he's looking old. He's younger than Bo. He's younger than. But he's
got a lot of mileage. When people, it's the mileage, brother. Like Crawford,
younger than who?
Crawford fights once. Crawford fights once, if maybe once, twice every 3 years. Canelo fighting 3 times a year, prime champions for fucking how long now? That's a lot of mileage, brother. That's a lot of mileage.
People that say that Canelo got a lot of mileage are the same people that tell you that when he fought Mayweather, he was inexperienced, even though he started fighting at 15 years old, but he was inexperienced, right? He had 42 fights, and Mayweather had 43 fights.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that doesn't change the fact that Floyd won. That's not an excuse to you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying to change the fact, but I'm saying to you that people, the excuse that people always use is that, oh, that happened when he was inexperienced. But he was a champion with 42 fights. Mayweather had 43 fights. So if Canelo was inexperienced, then so was Mayweather. Okay, Mayweather was the older guy. And I'm just all these excuses for Canelo, man. I'm just tired.
Can you come up with a new excuse then, so that excuse can die?
Yeah, that's a pretty old excuse. That's like bringing up the last time Canelo got hurt was when he fought Cotto's brother. They talking they still talking about Clenbuterol and Cotto's brother.
Yeah, but is nowhere near the athlete at the age he is to perform anything like a Mayweather. Not even remotely close. He doesn't look like
2 different styles though. Too,
right, totally different. He's not, bro.
Bud gets people. What are we talking about?
Bud, yeah, they are literally right. Bud literally gets touched up in every damn fight. He gets touched up. That Mayweather wasn't getting touched up. It was a totally different style of fight. Bud, if Canelo touches him up anyway, like Madrimov did, like with 3 right hands, he's done.
Exactly. Like come on, bro.
He's done. That left hook that dropped Berlanga. My God, that's gonna knock him. That his head is gonna be in the 3rd row.
I actually think Bud has a good chin. That's why I think it's going 12. But
you know what's gonna happen?
See how Bud wins. It's hard.
This is what's gonna happen. A lot of people are saying, see, this is the same. It's classic. It's the same thing that always happens. Canelo. People say, "Oh, Canelo's gonna do this. He's gonna do that because he got the power. It's gonna be the same
Canelo
thing.
does that, bro. Like literally,
it's gonna be. First of all, for most of the fight, Canelo is gonna be off balance. That's going to neutralize his power.
He's never off balance. What are you talking about?
He's gonna be off balance.
What are you talking about?
Because of the
Boy, Mayweather couldn't get him off balance. How Bud's supposed to?
Just like Mayweather. That's what happened with Mayweather. He
No,
was
he
off balance
don't.
most of the fight.
That's what happened with Mayweather.
Yeah, Mayweather made him miss. He kept missing and going.
Yeah, he made him miss. What does making somebody miss have to do with balance, bro? What does it have to do with balance?
It does have to do with balance. What are you talking about? This boxing.
Making somebody miss has to do with fucking the other guy's balance.
Everything in boxing has to do with balance, bro.
Yeah, I'm not talking about boxing, bro. I'm talking about making a fighter miss.
Well, let me make something clear. Hey, TB, let me make something clear. Hey, TB,
balance.
Hold on,
Tell
TB,
me how it has to do with balance.
Let me make something clear to you, brother. You should know this, that no matter who wins, okay, but not from me. I don't make excuses for. I'm harder on fighters that I like even more than I am against fighters I don't like. You ain't never gonna hear excuses from me. But I'm telling you, you know, and everybody on this panel knows, and everybody in the chat knows, no matter who wins, Canelo or Crawford, you will hear excuses from either side. You know how boxing is. You know how boxing is. That's like saying, you actually got people that support Tank saying he got hair grease in his eye. You literally got you do, TV. There's people out there. I swear to you, there are Tank fans that go, look, they paused it and they're like, you see, right there, the gel got in his eye. You literally got motherfuckers like that, bro.
You're gonna have my boy Dub come up here play a dumb video, please.
No, for real. There's gonna be excuses no matter what, right? We know that, but I mean, we can only hold ourselves accountable. But yeah, I agree with you. Bug got a good chance, But I'm telling you, bro, I know there's gonna be excuses. Listen, like I said, I literally seen people take the Tank fight. They're saying that fucking Tank overlooked them. Wait, maybe he did. I don't know. But motherfuckers are literally saying, motherfuckers are literally in the comments like, no, it's a real shit, bro. I had my hair did, and I had it's a real thing. It's a real, and I'm like, why?
Even if it was, you can't take a knee. You can't take a knee, and you can't run to the corner.
He stopped. I don't know why he
What
stopped.
took a knee, bro? What are you talking about, man? We gotta hold everybody accountable.
Hold on. Why do you think he stopped? Hold on, TB. Why do you think he stopped? Why you think?
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the fact that Lamont. I'm saying that if I was him, the referee would have to pull me off a Tank.
Lamont.
I wouldn't have stopped. Okay, I would have went after.
You would have stopped.
I don't.
You in particular?
No, I wouldn't. I would have went after.
Yeah, because if you're really about that life, you wouldn't be on a panel talking about it. You'd be doing it.
I'm saying, what are you talking? We're talking boxing, bro. I'm not boxing.
He's playing with you.
I'm talking boxing. I'm just saying
you don't know who I am.
It's the same thing that happened with what's his name?
When somebody got dropped and he didn't hop on him.
No, when the fight Ugas fought Spence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yo, I've always wondered that. Why didn't Ugas hop on him?
I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? I mean,
yeah,
that was the guy to knock him out. So he stopped. I don't understand that.
Bro, I never understood
He wouldn't have
that,
knocked him out, bro. Ugas wasn't that good.
No. Hold on, but Pudo, he's got a point. Like when he
I know that's like he's not an example.
When Ugas hit Earl, right? Mm-hmm. The ref didn't do it. Like why did you
stop?
Why did you? The ref didn't tell him to stop. Why didn't you just?
That's when the script comes in for me. As simple as that.
It's your deal with the script, bro.
Here comes the script.
Hey, it's the truth. Come on now. Come on now, TBE. Didn't that look scripted? Like, what the hell? Why you stop? You're here for a fight. It's just the same thing with Barrios on Saturday. Yo, man, your coach is telling him to stop being a nice boy with this old motherfucker. Go beat his ass. And he's over here being like a respectful son to Pacquiao.
Well, if we're gonna believe that, then we might as well believe that Canelo let Munguia and fucking Berlanga off the hook, right?
I know for a fact he carried Munguia when he held him up by the neck, but he didn't fall on his face.
I don't know about carrying somebody is stupid.
Bro, look at what I'm saying.
Berlanga, but not in the way that people say.
When Munguia was about to fall on his face, he put his glove under his neck to hold him up.
Why did he fall?
He didn't want his boy to fall on his face.
He did. Didn't he knock down Munguia?
No, I'm talking about in the 11th round. He didn't want Munguia to land on his face. He literally held him. Why would any boxer do that?
Yeah, that's crazy too. That's crazy because if Canelo would have had, if Canelo would have had the power he had from Billy Joe Saunders, he would have knocked out Munguia and Berlanga.
He had the power, bro. He just didn't want to.
I don't think he has that power.
He bought him a G-Wagon after the fight, bro. That's how much he liked the kid.
Yeah, that was debunked, bro. That was the fun.
Canelo is not a knockout of power. It's not a
Yeah,
knockout.
he doesn't
That
have
was
the
the
power
bunk,
he
though.
used
I'm
to
not
have.
gonna lie, that was the bunk.
Okay.
But he's
a
still
fighter.
quick, and he's still got enough power to drop these
Yeah,
dudes.
he's
And
quick.
these guys are
He
bigger than
he
him.
got fast hands. He got good
And they're bigger
defense.
than him too,
Okay.
TBE.
Nah,
Like,
but
July
Canelo
is
liked the
strong.
kid.
Nah.
Canelo's a
He's quick.
midget,
He
like
got
5'4",
good hands.
midget
He got
sitting
good
guy.
defense.
Canelo liked the
Beat the
kid,
shit
man.
out of
That's
him.
what I gotta say.
That guy's good.
That's all it is.
He liked the kid, and he didn't want to knock out his compadre, bro. He didn't want to do
I just want to
that.
say, great fight. Let's go.
Okay,
he would have loved.
how about that? OG got a point.
Hmm.
Like Barrios, look.
Oh, yeah. No,
How the fuck does a 46-year-old man put up a fight against you? How does that happen?
No, I get that point.
Too much respect.
Then again, see, the problem is, I saw the last fight with Mario Barrios and that other guy. What was it? Who was that? The last guy he fought? Ramos, right? And I saw that fight with my own man. My own man had he stopped watching boxing because of all the bullshit that we all know that goes on. He hasn't watched boxing in a minute. And so I sat him there, we were watching the fight. I forgot who was the main card of that fight, but we're watching the fight, and I hear Pops, this is today's WBC welterweight champion. Okay. And we're watching it, and then he like, esta porquería, he's the champion? This is a champion nowadays? Barrios is not that dude. We know that. So
yeah, Barrios is good, bro. He's not that.
So at the same time, my own man's like, bro, this is a champion? He's like, yeah, Dad. He's like, man, that's why I stopped watching this shit.
Yeah, but champions like Barrios have existed since the beginning of boxing, bro.
But you know what's so sad? No, you know what's so sad about Barrios? You know what's so sad? Hold on. Hey, Pudo, you know what's sad about Barrios? Because look.
He was fighting Ramos, who's trash at the time already, man.
But the thing is, Barrios, you know, for a person that took that L against Tank and then took the L against Keith Thurman, like he didn't duck any smoke and he put himself back in position with the Ugas fights, and he's a humble dude. So like, it's hard for me to talk shit about. It's hard for me to talk shit about him, but at the same time, it's the truth. Like there, in every weight class, there are. If we take the champions, there's gonna be one where we say that's the easier route. And if when it was Boots, Stanionis, Barrios, and Brian Norman. I'm looking at it like, yo, Barrios is probably the easiest. Well, maybe Stanionis, I don't know, but Stanionis and Barrios, who you think wins?
For me?
Anybody. Stanionis.
Barrios. Stanionis, easy.
Stanionis, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, TBE?
Excuse me.
Stanionis?
I would favor Stanionis. I would favor him.
So you get Boots. Like that was a great outing by Boots, bro.
No,
great outing. And I think Boots is a natural one. I think Boots is a natural 154 pounder. I think he's a natural 154 pounder without even fighting at 154, in my opinion. He's a big
Boots is a duck, bro. I don't want nothing. Certified super duck. He's a certified super duck.
Well, overhyped.
He's at well, you know what? Anybody that thinks that he's a duck or a fraud, well, we're gonna find out at 154. All truth.
Bro, there's no truth. He's not trying to fight anybody. This guy doesn't
fight somebody sometime.
He doesn't want to fight anybody. You already heard it out of Turkey's mouth. This guy wants to fight some payaso who's been.
Who's he trying to fight? Who's he trying to fight?
Nobody. Turkey offered him fight. He don't want to fight. Look, I bet you that Turkey offered him a Bakram, and he didn't want to fight Bakram for the belt.
Ain't nobody trying to fight Bakram. That motherfucker crazy.
Nah, bro, you go for it. You that man. You smoke Bakram, and you get that.
Why don't you give Virgil Ortiz Bakram then?
He don't want Bakram.
He's got the interim belt with the WBC.
Ortiz don't want Bakram. Nobody wants Bakram at 154 pounds.
Virgil ain't ducking nobody, bro. Come on.
No, Virgil got the WBC belt, so why is he gonna go cross? He's trying to get
the only guy that would have fought Bakram at 154 left the division, and that's Crawford. Nobody else is gonna fight him. They're
gonna fight him. Oh no, but you know what? They already ordered it. They ordered the fight of Bakram and Lubin.
My boy Lubin. He's gonna get fucked up. But my boy Lubin.
Well, Lubin is not champion.
Who?
What belt does Lubin have?
No, he's a mandatory. He's a mandatory.
And TBE. I've actually spoken on Lubin plenty of times. Yo, that dude's been fucked out of his first. He's supposed to been fight for the belt so many times. So many times they promised him fight this guy, you'll be next, fight this guy, and he just
I'm not gonna put too much hype on Bakram. I need to see more, just like I need to see more with Bohachuk. We thought that Bohachuk was that guy. Then he just fought Michael Fox, and he got his ass whooped, dropped, and they robbed Michael Fox of that fight. So I thought, like, yeah, Backrum's gonna knock Michael Fox out.
Yeah,
Because
but Michael Fox fought a different type of fight, though. You know,
Bohachuk didn't do shit.
Backroom is the real deal, boy. It's a whole
Backrum's a good
different
fighter,
ballgame.
He knocked out Tim Tszyu, who had a bad fight with Fundora with that cut.
Act
That's
like
it.
Tim Tsz유's a scrub.
You know,
He's not a scrub. Tim Tsz유's not a scrub, bro.
I'm not. I need to see more of Backrum. I'm not gonna say he's the.
Backroom is a good fighter. I can see the signs of it already. So I
feel
already
bad
know.
for my boy Tim Tszyu, bro. Everyone's shitting on him.
I mean, we all saw Backrum. We thought Backrum is the man. Backrum's super dangerous. And then I saw him fight Michael Fox, and I'm like, damn, bro, you got outboxed by a smaller guy, and he dropped your ass too.
Oh yeah, that's right, OG. Virgil is recovering from a hand injury.
Yeah, Virgil won't be back till at least November.
Backrum got dropped by who?
Michael Fox.
Yeah, a guy named Michael Fox.
Yeah, I gotta watch that fight.
You're not gonna find. I ended up finding that fight obscured. It was one of those cheap ass. Bro,
When was it? Where was this fight though?
Like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
The actual fight happened a month ago.
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, all right, before I
I got to interview Michael Fox after the fight with Mill City.
Let me take back my opinion for right now, temporarily, until I see this fight. Okay, I'll take that.
No, Bohachuk. I keep on confusing Bohachuk. My apologies, TV.
Okay,
I confused both those names so bad. Bohachuk and Backrum. What I'm trying to say is that we saw Bohachuk fight so elite, right? Or not elite, but it was just a war with Virgil Ortiz, and everybody's saying, "Yo, this guy's fucking this and that." And then I see him fight Michael Fox.
Too much punishment.
And then I see him say, and so
you can't last in boxing taking that kind of punishment.
No, and that's what I say about Virgil Ortiz. He's got maybe 4 years left, if that, or who knows? It could be sooner. He could be the next Tim Tszyu in the next year and a half.
Oh, you mean the way Virgil fights? The way Virgil
he could be the next Tim Tszyu in the next year and a half.
Yeah, he's all gas, no brakes, bro.
Yeah, man, and that's not good. This kid, I mean, I love it, but he literally
the same with Fundora too. You're right. With Fundora too.
Well, Fundora, because he was taking some licks at that last, but these guys who just use their heads and like literally, this is when people say rock 'em and sock 'em. Yo, that's Virgil. Rock 'em and sock 'em.
Boots takes a lot of shots too.
But he's not a rock 'em and sock 'em. You know what I mean? He's
like in between. He does it like in rhythm.
Look, Matias is rock 'em and sock 'em. Zepeda could be rock 'em and sock 'em. Luckily, he hasn't fought anybody with massive power. Can you imagine him fighting
Brandon Figueroa, rock 'em, sock 'em?
No, can you imagine Zepeda fighting what's this other Mexican's name that fought Ryan Garcia?
Oh, he's fighting coming up. Oh shit, what's his name?
Puto, you know his name.
The one that fought Ryan Garcia.
Duarte and Zepeda. Duarte and Zepeda. Oh my God, rock 'em and sock 'em, bro.
Hey, I like Duarte, bro. I like
him. I like Duarte.
He come to fuck you up, bro.
He
ain't playing that dude, Duarte.
Yeah,
get fucked up.
You know what? It's exciting, but you know what though? I understand. Believe it or not, I know people who hear me talk and they probably think, "Oh, Shadow doesn't like a good defensive fighter." Like, I don't really like the rock 'em sock 'em type fighters. Like, I like a in between, like a person in between, like Oscar De La Hoya was good with his defense.
Bro, just on Saturday, did everybody see how Gary Russell Jr. fought? That boy was on fire.
Yeah,
beautiful boxing, bro. Yeah, beautiful boxing, bro. I couldn't imagine this motherfucker at 37 years old was handing down that performance with because he's just that older dude. And I love his boxing.
He always wanted to fight Tank and move up and fight Devin. Like, he always was calling for smoke, Gary.
Bro, but he fought beautifully on Saturday.
The real smoke he should have been calling for was Lomachenko. I didn't hear him calling for no smoke.
No, man, Lomachenko smoked his ass, my friend.
So he should have took that fight again to get his get back.
But I think Lomachenko moved up by certain time.
So he could have moved up too. So what? Move up too.
My man angry. My man angry that Gary let him do that. I mean that Loma did that to him.
That's more like it. Gary's his name.
Gary, man. But he could have, but I think he had so many issues. First with PBC, with the dates and fights and all that bullshit, and then recently with all the family issues, he's a man who really takes. I respect where he comes from because he really takes that family home, head of household. I got my own man is ill. I'm the man out of the house. I got to take care of the family. He adopted some of his nieces and nephews,
I
and
get
so
all that, bro. I get it. I don't get into the boxer's personal life. I don't like to do that.
but if that, I think we will see more of him.
I like that TV. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining the smoke session. Hey, what you think about? Hey, greetings. Thanks for being here, man. Hey, yo, what you think about the Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason? I think that's a good fight.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
What you mean? What you mean?
Mason should handle him.
Sam Noakes, because it's Sam Noakes.
Mason should handle him.
Noakes is not good. In my opinion, Noakes ain't good.
But he comes a fight, so I expect it to be a good fight. You know, he's gonna.
I'm with Shadow, bro. Yeah. I want a guy that just to fight, but I want a guy that knows how to fight. Like, come on.
I'll be back.
Can't just come to fight.
Well, all right. So this is why, like, in Pluto, I think me and you agree here. Like, this is why I want to really, like, I hope Turkey changes his mind and tries to order the fucking Shakur and Kid Austin fight again. You know, like, you know, I mean, you gave Dubois another chance, right? Like, Dubois fell out too, right? You gave him another chance. Wait, was the Dubois and Usyk fight with Turkey under Turkey?
Was it with
or was it Frank Warren? Well, regardless,
it might have been a Rehadi season.
Why don't you just put it in the contract? Look, if you pull out again, then we're gonna take out this. You know, there's a huge fine or something like that. But like, I want to see, because right now, someone like Shakur, Tank ain't gonna fight him, right? The Mutataya, as much as I like Mutataya, I think Shakur beats Mutataya, right? I would like to see Shakur fight someone like he's not gonna fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn moving up to 140, right? So I would like to see fight like Abdullah, Kid Austin. Like, these are the fights that we need to see right now, bro. We need to see those fights.
Anyway, I gotta go, Shadow Man. Let me thank you for having me on, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
I'll talk to you next time. All right, RHLD, I'm out.
Yeah, all right. Yo, I gotta go myself, man.
All right, hey, TBE. Make sure if Crawford lose, you bring your ass back here.
Listen, Crawford by KO over Canelo by the 11th round, unless
he's gonna knock out Canelo. Okay.
Unless Reynoso throws in the towel before that.
Throw in the towel. Oh, bro, don't put your money on that, bro. Don't put your money on that.
Okay,
if you think Eddie Reynoso gonna throw in the towel for Canelo, all right, bro.
He might have
better
to.
off fucking World War V out.
He might have to, bro. He might have to do that.
Stop it.
We'll see. But we'll see how it all plays out. And September's right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have long to wait. I can't wait myself. Yeah. But yeah, nice talking with you guys. Take care.
Nice talking to you, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said throw in the towel, bro. Nah, bro. What? Throw Canelo, bro. Canelo throw in the towel. I'll stop watching boxing, bro. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
I'll stop watching boxing, bro. Trust me. I'll keep my word, bro. That shit ain't gonna happen. He'll get knocked out. Like first off, that would imply Bud's power is gonna carry so much. Like nobody, like Triple G. I know it was years ago, but Triple G couldn't even fucking hurt Canelo. Like, I don't know.
But the difference between Triple. All right, listen. Remember, you all listen to what fighters say about Crawford's punches, right? And then you ask fighters that fight Crawford, and they ask him, "How does he punch? I mean, is his power that much?" They say, "Well, it's not really somewhat the power, but it's the snap. You know, he has a snapping punch. You know, like when Triple G had like a thudding punch. You know, it's like a
concussive power."
I mean, I could agree with that, but throwing in the towel, Canelo throw. Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's gonna get beat up bad, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm tired to be the one to tell it to you, but that's what's gonna happen.
You saying sorry to me, like you heard. I don't know if it happens, it happens, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen.
You know, that's what's gonna. He's gonna beat him up, man. He's gonna be bad. He's gonna go in there and bully him, and you know, why are you laughing?
Because, bro, like you say, it was such confidence, bro. I ain't never seen nobody bully Canelo, bro.
This is why I'm having fun with this. It's gonna be fun when September 13th.
That's why I'm telling them, bro. Make sure you come back, bro. Like, come back when that fight's over, bro. I'll go live that night, bro.
But either way, what about it? Hey, but if TBE's on point, it's gonna be funny.
Hey, listen. If he knocks him
I'm
out,
gonna tell you. I'm gonna
if
tell
he
you.
knocks him out, bro, look. Well, y'all already know I'm not a like one of these fucking diehard Canelo. If he knocks him out, first off, I've been saying I think Bud wins. I think he wins on points, maybe. But yeah, if he knocks him out,
not
bro,
gonna win on points.
Look, bro. If he knocks him out, bro, you're not gonna hear no fucking cheating shit from me unless something comes out. You know what I mean? Like I would never say that, bro.
He's gonna have to.
Bud's a dog. Bud's a dog. I'm just
He's
saying
gonna
you're
have to
talking
stop
about stopping the fight and shit. Like
I know, but Bud is gonna give it his all. I know that.
I can't see Eddie throwing in the towel.
The only thing I can see is that Bud is really gonna amp up his output. I think he can gain speed. He could gain output and really try to put it on Canelo. Like that I can see, because I don't think he's not gonna win a fight doing the Shakur running around the Devin Haney shit. He ain't gonna do that. He can't win that way. He's gonna have to really light Canelo up, and that you can do. Where if you gain more, you're gaining size, but he's got to be able to put that output, And if he's able to put that output, like bam, bam, like I'm talking about 3, 4, 5, punch combinations, that type of shit. Like, yo, I'm coming at you. If he could do that.
In the Mayweather fight, people said that people keep talking about Canelo's size right now. They're talking about Canelo's size, how big he is. He's a bigger guy, this and all of that. I mean, I don't know what difference that's gonna make. But at the end of the day, when he fought Mayweather, Canelo was 172 pounds that night in the ring. Okay, Mayweather was 153 pounds. Okay. Mayweather doesn't really go up or down in weight too much.
No, because that's not even his weight class.
Yeah, so Canelo outweighed him by 21 pounds, right?
Yeah, but they weren't banging TBE.
Yeah, but
they weren't banging.
Mayweather is not a power puncher.
No, they're not banging, bro.
He's not a knockout artist. Okay,
no.
People keep saying
he's a runner. He's a slight defensive back foot type of fighter, and he's gonna tag you up. He's gonna make you miss and pay. That's what he's gonna do.
People keep saying that Canelo is just gonna go in there because of his size, and he's gonna go in there, and how can Crawford stand up to his power?
I don't know. Crawford looking
because Crawford doesn't have that type of defense to avoid that shit. That's why.
I mean, Crawford is looking big.
I don't know how many Crawford fights you actually see, but
that's his last one. He was getting tagged up by this 10-win fighter.
I'm just saying to you that Crawford's defensive ratio is like about 10 points over Canelo's. So that Crawford is a better defensive fighter than Canelo, according to the numbers. Okay, I don't make up the numbers. Okay, you can go Google them yourself and find out. You don't gotta listen to me. Okay, so you could say whatever, but I'm just saying you can go and actually research what I'm telling you. Just Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. So he's a better defensive fighter than Canelo, and he's also a better offensive fighter than Canelo. His knockout ratio is like 76%. Canelo's is like 60-something%. Okay? So every fight that Crawford had ended either in KO or unanimous decision. There's no betweens. None.
Yeah, he's never fought anybody of Canelo's stature.
Man, I know. I saw a video yesterday. I saw a video yesterday of Crawford, bro. He looks like he's fitting into that size, though.
I'm just saying to you that Mayweather was a little guy with brittle hands like Shakur.
And he didn't beat him up. He didn't beat up Canelo. He just outmatched him.
He just kept him off balance the whole fight.
Right.
That's all he did.
Crawford
okay?
That's
all he did. He just kept him off balance the whole fight.
Mr. TBE.
And little Mayweather's power was enough to keep Canelo at bay.
Bro, he couldn't keep him. He was on his back foot all night.
He was enough. Sometimes he was pushing Canelo back. Okay, so when you gotta be realistic about what's gonna happen in this fight, my friend. Because
no, man.
When you add Crawford in there, everything that Mayweather was, except
Crawford isn't. Crawford isn't.
Defense. He had more power.
If Shawn Porter was whooping on Crawford the first 6 rounds of that fight, what's Canelo gonna do? Who's twice the fighter Porter?
I don't know what you guys are watching in boxing, but I don't know what to tell you, man. Crawford was in there having Crawford was just having a sparring session.
Bro, he had to be told you're losing the fight. Get on it.
No, because he was just sitting there playing around with his boy. That's his boy.
Oh, he was playing around with Madrimov too.
I mean, look. I don't got an issue with him saying Crawford. It's the way he say. He's like, man, he's gonna bust Canelo up. They're gonna throw in the towel. Watch. I'm like, damn.
I mean, bro, it is what it is. He's gonna get hit a lot, and he's gonna get hit hard. And he's gonna get hit when he's not
hit hard by this little guy who's gonna just tickle Canelo, who's been hit by the biggest punches up there.
Bro, the man knocked out everybody in the welterweight division, bro. What are you talking about? What tickle? What are you talking about? He
knocked out who? Canelo's been hit by Triple G, probably the hardest out at the time, and he just smiled at him.
Well, he was also on PEDs too, so.
Bro, can we learn it? Clenbuterol is a diuretic. It don't make you stronger. It's to make you cut weight.
Yeah, that's what they all say, but you know.
That's what it is.
He was on PEDs, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, bro. I can't wait till September.
Remember when the dudes from the Puerto Ricans, the one or two Puerto Ricans that came up here from Brooklyn that was calling me an Uncle Tom because I said Canelo was gonna beat Berlanga's ass, and then when Canelo mops the floor with him the next day, they were like, no man could do that without steroids. I'm like, bro, stop the shit, bro. Stop.
What they're gonna say when Crawford beat Canelo? They're gonna say the same thing when Crawford beat Canelo. They're gonna try to bring up.
No, he can beat him. I'm not saying he can't beat him. Hey, you know what? Anything can happen, bro. Who knows? On the night of the Crawford fight, Canelo could suddenly lose his chin, be old. We don't know. TBE, just know the same shit can happen to Bud.
You're not gonna get away with that.
To Bud.
You can't get it. I can't let you get away with
if he knocked Bud out, watch. If he knocked Bud out, because Bud be getting hit, bro. Don't act like Bud don't get hit. Green Beans dropped him. Green Beans. What's his name? Kavalauskas dropped him.
He's gonna be in the best shape of his life. Canelo's gonna be in the best shape of his life. He's gonna turn the clock back. He's gonna be Canelo at his best. Okay, that's the Canelo that we want to see on fight night. We don't want to hear nothing about no Canelo getting old or this and that. I don't believe none of that.
So when he gets knocked out, what are you gonna say, TV?
Canelo is gonna be in the best shape of his life.
If Bud, okay, you talking all this, people making excuses. I hope you're not one of these dudes that if Bud gets knocked out, you're gonna be like, they better be checking his piss.
We want to see you here. We want you to come on the panel, TVE.
Watch. They're gonna be like, yo, Canelo's on all types of steroids. I see it now, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna be saying that after. I'm saying that now. They need to check his piss. Okay, I'm saying it now because he's been convicted twice before. He's been convicted twice before, bro. That's not an excuse. You gotta check him out.
Convicted like he went to damn. You say convicted, like when you say convicted, I'm like in front of a jury or some shit.
Bro. Let me ask something, Shadow. If somebody come into your house twice and they rob you twice, they come into your house and you invite them in and they, your friend or whatever, and they come in and both times when they come into your house, you find when they left, you find something missing. Are you gonna the third time that guy come back to your house, are you gonna be suspicious?
I mean, first off, that's a bad comparison because ain't nobody robbing me twice. But I get it.
Saying. I mean, you gonna say? That's all.
I would. I mean, I would be, but at the same time, like you're not taking into consideration that because of that situation, and HOD told you like twice already, like because of that situation with the Clenbuterol, he's been like the most tested fighter since then, bro. Like they've got an eye on him since that shit, bro.
Good. That's the way.
That was part of his agreement. That was part of the settlement of that whole thing. So he's the most tested boxer in all of boxing. So he hasn't tested of anything of diuretic, to lose weight.
You're a funny guy, HOD.
Because it's the truth. It's context back. If it was anabolic steroids, testosterone, if it was testosterone, DECA, anything like that, which is I can see how dangerous, but I ain't afraid of somebody taking no damn Clenbuterol.
Personally,
I mean, it's alcohol for a reason, though, HOD.
Because it's to help to lose weight when you want to make weight. That's it. So if my son is going to go on the mat and that other kid, the kid, he had to take Clenbuterol to make weight. My son, pin his ass, son. Go double blast his ass. put him on his back and pin that bitch.
When you are athletes at the highest level, every little bit helps, bro. So
But it helped to lose weight. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So
because
I go in a sauna. Look, over there in England, you cannot get in a sauna. That's illegal to cut weight. So it's the same. It's just you're losing weight.
Dude, do you agree? Do you agree that the way you lose weight and the way I lose weight, basically the way that we rehydrate and make weight could make or break a fighter because of how
We're
they
not talking about rehydration. We're just talking about that. What that does is to help you cut weight.
If you're not supposed to have it, I don't agree with you taking it. That's it.
Well, I get it, but it's not an enhancement in the fight. It's an enhancement for weight day. It's an enhancement for weight day. For weight day. You made weight. All right. Are you any stronger?
I don't even think that's gonna help Canelo. Even if he's on steroids, he's still gonna get knocked out. So I don't really think it's gonna help him much. So he probably shouldn't even take the chance of trying to use it.
It's your man who's with Victor Conte. So I don't know.
Yeah, but my man never got convicted twice.
Yeah, you know why? Because your man is with Victor Conte, who knows how to pass the test.
Yeah, well, yeah. If Victor Conte is your best, that's you're gonna leave with that. Then you already lost, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just letting you know the truth. Those are facts. Hell, Showbiz this morning was talking about. He put out a clip where Victor Conte is saying, "I know how to pass the test."
Yeah, he said that before. Hey, TBE. But you're basically saying that if Crawford beats Canelo, which I'm saying that it's possible, you're saying you don't want nobody to make excuses, nobody to say he's old, nobody to say he's not in his prime, nobody to say this and that. But however, if Canelo beats Bud and knocks him out, you're already saying he's on something. That's what you just told me.
No, I'm not saying that. No.
You just said that.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, what are you
words
saying?
in my mouth.
What are you saying?
If Canelo beats Crawford, which is I don't see it, but anything could happen. But I mean, the sun could go out tomorrow. The sun could go out tomorrow, but that's possible. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, if that does happen, Canelo is the pound for pound king. Period. No ifs, no buts.
Nah, he would have just been a smaller guy. He should have beaten.
Yeah, they're gonna say he beat us.
That's bullshit.
No, that's what people are gonna say. That's what people are gonna say.
He ain't gonna be. He ain't gonna be over Usyk.
If he beats Crawford, he's the pound for pound.
Nah, he won't be over Usyk.
Nobody can take it away from him.
He won't be over Usyk. TBE.
I don't even think he'll be over anyway.
No, he won't be. He just beat us.
Well,
he beat a small.
That's because he has 2 losses on his record already.
He beat a 135 pounder. That's all they're gonna say.
That's because he has 2 losses on the record. That's why he can't beat him.
When he beats Crawford, they're just gonna say, "Bro, you beat a 135 pounder that got rocked by Gamboa. Get out of here."
They're not gonna say that because number one, Usyk, who you claim is the pound for pound king, considers Crawford to be one of the best fighters he has ever seen. So does Bivol, okay. Every single Eastern European fighter see Crawford as the best fighter in the fucking world. Okay, so I don't know, including Usyk.
You see Crawford? Wait. You see Crawford over Usyk?
Now Usyk says it. I'm not saying.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you your opinion.
Listen, bro. I'm just saying to you that
you can't even answer.
I'm going to answer it, but give me. I mean, can I finish what I was going to say originally before I answer your question that you interrupted me with?
Let him speak.
So I'm just saying that all these guys that you guys are talking about as the best, they see Crawford as the best. These are the top fighters in the game. Okay, so that has to count for something. They've seen something that you guys are not seeing.
It's popular to say that because it's popular.
Usyk don't give a shit about popularity.
He's not popular.
Say shit.
More people hate Canelo. More people hate Canelo.
That. Okay, he's not just going to be saying that. Okay, neither is Bivol. These guys are from Russia. They don't give a damn about no popularity.
But guess who Canelo thinks is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world? He said Usyk.
Yeah, but before they asked him, they said, Canelo, who's the number one fighter? He said, well, do you mean with me or without me? And they said, without you. He said Crawford. So it is what it is, bro. So that's how it is. But as far as Usyk being number 1 pound for pound, I gotta give him credit. He did do a masterful job on Daniel Dubois. But again, Daniel Dubois went in there. He lost the fight before he even was stepping into the ring. He was intimidated by Usyk. You can see it as soon as he got into the ring. You can see it in the look on his face. He was highly intimidated by Usyk. And what happened after that just played out the way it was supposed to play out. Simple as that. That's all. And the story.
When I came back over, yeah.
But we'll, I mean, look, it's gonna be fun.
He got no business being in the ring of Usyk. Period. Okay. And
but there's really nobody in the heavyweight. This is a washed-up heavyweight division.
Yeah, that's the next thing I was gonna say. The heavyweight division is not what it used to be, or even close to it. These guys in Noko and Hergovic and all these.
They're not the best athletes of they're not the best athletes out there that could be in the heavyweight division. All the big boy heavyweights athletes, they're in other sports, and unfortunately, well, that's why it's dead right now. The heavyweight division as far as true competition and talent. But hey, man, it's gonna be a good fight, man. All I know is it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be entertaining with the back and forth. We shall see. This is why I like this fight. Not because I think that Crawford has a shot. I just don't. But I like the banter. I like this. Right now, this is fun banter.
All I can say to you,
I don't got a horse in the fight in the thing.
Yes, you do. You want Canelo to win, bro.
That's not my dude. I respect what he's done. I have to respect what Canelo has done, and he's made it a little bit fun since he learned English. The trash talking and all that stuff. But he had maybe in the last 3 years or so since he became undisputed at 168 have I made say, okay, man, he's fun to watch. I like to watch his press conferences, shit talking and all that. But before that, I was not. Before the undisputed run at 168, I really didn't care about Canelo.
I guarantee you, when he loses, when Crawford knock him out, you're gonna have some excuse. I know that for a fact.
No, it was no excuse. You got your ass beat by a 135 pounder who even Gamboa fucking buzzed.
Stop with the 135 pounder, bro. Listen, Crawford when he fought Spence, he weighed 172 pounds, bro. He came into the ring at 172 pounds. When he fought Majimov, he came in at 169, bro. He was bro. Yeah, he was lighter in the Majimov fight than listen.
And he still looks slow.
You guys,
I don't know if that's a good thing.
You gotta what I'm saying to you is this: if Crawford came into, he's a junior middleweight, right? So he comes into the ring at 169 pounds against Majimov. When Canelo fought, what's that kid? His stablemate.
Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, when he fought Munguia, he came into the fight. He came into the ring at 176 pounds. There's not much. That's his fighting. That was a fighting weight that he came in the ring at. Crawford came in at 169. That's only 7 pounds difference, and Crawford is 2 weights below Canelo. So you gotta keep that in mind, bro. Crawford is. He was at the welterweight division. He's been fighting at 169 to 170 pounds. Okay, so
your rehydration weight and your walking around weight.
That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about his fighting weight in the ring at fight night. He comes into the ring 169, 170 pounds.
And he looked like slow as molasses.
I'm saying to you that he
versus Majimov.
He was heavier in the ring against.
Yeah, he made but he did not. But he looked slow as shit. TBE. He looked like he was in mud. That dude looks slow as molasses.
I don't know about that. I think you're exaggerating the facts, bro.
No, he looks slow as molasses.
What I'm saying to you is that he didn't look slow to me at all.
He couldn't pull the trigger.
It's not that he couldn't pull the trigger. You got to give Majimov credit for whatever he was doing in there. Okay,
I give that 10-win fight a 10-win fighter credit for what?
It's not
showing up.
It's not what just one fighter in the ring. I mean,
he lost that fight because I can't
underestimate any fighter, and this has always won because he don't underestimate anybody. Okay?
I thought Crawford lost that fight. To be honest with you, I couldn't find. I couldn't find one from round 1 through 5 or 1 through 6. I could not find one damn round to give Crawford. What did Crawford do to earn one round 1 through 5? What did he do? versus the champion. Versus the champion.
Do me this favor, bro. Do me a favor. Before September 13th, I want you to go ahead and reserve like a mental health, somebody that deal with PTSD or somebody like that. So that after the fight,
the hotline. I gotta have the hotline number ready, right?
Yeah, so somebody you can leave after the fight because you're not gonna take this fight well, bro. When after you're not gonna take it well. What's gonna happen with Canelo, bro? I'm sorry. Because
if he
Canelo lose, he lose, bro. He loses.
He's not my favorite fighter for me to be like. And even still,
all I'm saying is, a lot of people are gonna be very disappointed. They're gonna say, "Oh, Canelo got old."
I mean, you're gonna have people that make excuses on either side, though. On either side.
What about this becomes? We're expecting at least something good, and it turns out to be one of the most shittiest fights ever.
That could happen too.
That's what bro. That's like they gave us a shit fight. That would be bad, bro.
Man, this fight is gonna be hilarious. I can't wait.
I want it to be fireworks. I want to see excitement. I want to be entertained.
It's gonna be fireworks, bro. But it's just that Canelo is gonna try his best. He's gonna come in top shape. I know that. Canelo got a little bit of pride left, so he's gonna come in there in top shape. He don't want to get beat by Crawford. You know that already. Okay, he doesn't want that under no circumstances. So he's gonna come into this fight in the best shape of his life. Okay, so he's gonna come in the fight, and he's gonna fight, but it just won't be any good for him. Unfortunately, the cards are stacked against him.
Okay.
It is what it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey man, my man, you make sure you, Mr. T.
Yeah, just make sure you come back, bro.
Make sure you have that hotline number ready, right next to the phone.
I have my channel, but you can go and watch a video.
Yeah. What's your channel?
TBE Boxing.
Right? Okay. I'll go subscribe.
And you can see my videos on the Crawford and the Canelo fight. I predicted a year ago that in this fight, Crawford is going to be on fight night. Crawford is going to be bigger and stronger than Canelo on fight night.
That's possible. That's possible.
No, I mean that's wishful thinking, but yeah.
I mean,
that was a year ago. Nobody was saying that a year ago. They would say, "Oh, Crawford is too small." Now they see Crawford.
If he was stronger, he would have knocked out Madrimov.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
Madrimov.
I don't even put a like. I understand people get on him for the Madrimov fight, but I feel like due to the circumstances of him moving up and the way Madrimov was fighting with like 1,000 feints, like
he was fighting the same way though.
It sounds easy for people to be like, "Why didn't Bud run him over?" But I mean,
Bud fought the same way. Bud fought the same way though.
And fought a tame fight. He fought a tentative fight. He fought a safe fight. And why did he fight that way? We never saw Madrimov fight like that before in none of his fights. Why did he fight like that?
No, that is his style.
No, that's not his style. He knew what he was dealing with, so he didn't want to go in there and try to do just like when he fought against Ortiz.
Man, he really likes Crawford. I give it to him, bro.
He fought the same way against Ortiz. He fought the same way. He didn't go in there and go wild against Ortiz like he was doing against all the other fighters. He had to fight more carefully because he was in there with a dangerous fighter. Okay, so you know. So you can't just go in there and do anything you want. Okay, so this is what happened in both fights, and we all saw that. Okay, so there's nothing. I'm not saying anything that people can't see for themselves. Okay, just look at what's going on. So all I'm saying is that, Madrimov basically, if he was fighting Canelo, people would have said he didn't come to fight. But since he's fighting Crawford, he won.
We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, bro.
I want to see Crawford's best shot so that Canelo can smile at him, and then I want to see Crawford take Canelo's best shot and see what happens at that instant.
That's not gonna happen, bro. First of all, Crawford is not gonna take Canelo's best shot, and when Crawford's best shot do land, if Crawford's best shot land on Canelo, he's going down.
No, he ain't.
Bro, this guy.
No, he ain't. He ain't strong. He ain't stronger than Golovkin or what's the 175 champion that he beat.
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
All I'm saying, look. I'm not saying what you're saying can happen. All I'm saying is when the fight's over, just if Bud gets knocked out, just practice what you.
Bro, YouTube is gonna be a ghost town.
Listen, Shadow, just enjoy the fight.
I will.
Hey, YouTube is gonna be.
Fight.
YouTube is
it's
gonna be a ghost town. Ain't no
yeah,
lives on that day or
it's gonna be
curfew.
crazy, bro. If Crawford gets knocked out, oh my
Bro,
goodness.
it's
It's gonna be one of two things. One is gonna be that Canelo is gonna get stopped and he's not gonna ever fight again, or he's gonna get stopped and they're gonna go for the trilogy. Okay, he's gonna fight Crawford the second time and then the third time. I think he got 3-fight deal with Turkey. So I think
they're open to it, is what he said. They're open.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It all depends on what happens that night, maybe. You know what I mean?
It depends on who wins the first fight, and Crawford is gonna win the
Like
first
HOD, it might end up being a boring ass fight. Who knows, bro?
It all depends on how it goes.
Bro, come on, you know it's not gonna be a boring fight. Not with
No,
Canelo and Crawford,
I hope
bro.
it's not. I hope it's not.
Madrimov was boring as shit. What are we talking about?
I mean,
see, if you're a boxing fan, then I don't understand people when they say fights are boring. Let's say Shakur is boring.
He can be
how is
boring.
he boring?
He can be boring.
He wasn't boring. He wasn't boring in his last fight.
No, he wasn't, but he can be
I'm just
boring.
saying, these guys, people that say that don't really watch fights for boxing skill. They're just watching for whatever. I don't know what they're watching.
I think
Go watch the UFC.
They were probably they're probably referring to the De Los Santos and Nakatilia fight.
We fights like what we saw with Gary Russell. That was very entertaining to me.
You talk which Nakatilia you talk about? The Japanese guy or the black?
No, the African guy. The African guy.
Okay. Oh, that fight. I know if you saw that fight.
We fell asleep.
He could have won that fight if he wasn't so reckless.
Well, we won the. I mean, he won the fight, but he won.
He's talking about Nakatilia.
Yeah, I'm talking about Nakatilia. He could have won that fight if he wasn't so reckless. He was too reckless. He kept swinging like a madman, and he should have been like using his height, his reach, all of that. But he wasn't doing it. He just kept trying to come in and Shakur, which is a big mistake against a guy like him. That fight reminded me of what happened with Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns. When Hearns was winning the fight, using his jab and moving around, and then he decided.
The first one or the second one?
The first one. He was jabbing like for the 4 rounds. He had the fight in the bag, and then the 14th round he decided that since he had Sugar Ray on shaky legs, he was gonna go in there and try to finish him off, and that was his big mistake. He gave him opportunity to take it to him, and that's what happened. But Nakatani's a good. He was. I don't know how he is now. He was a good fighter, but I thought that he fought the fight plan in that fight for him was terrible. I don't know if he was listening to his corner or he was just doing his own thing, but whatever he was doing, it wasn't good at all. But Shakur is who he is, man. I mean, guy is good.
I like Shakur, bro. Hey, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel, bro. I gotta shut this down. I got a painting. I know it's fucking crazy. I got a painting that's coming in. That's why I keep running back and forth. That I'm trying to put in my back wall. Next time you guys come on, you'll see it. I don't know why I bought this painting, but I bought a painting.
Boxers?
No. Yeah, I'll show it to you. It's an abstract painting. Because I wanted something to put on my back wall for like room decor, and I'm tracking it, but I don't know, something's wrong with the Amazon app. But yeah, it looks like this, something like this. I mean, this isn't the one, but it looks something like this. You'll see it when you'll see it behind me when I go live next. I don't know why I bought it, but it's a painting.
Nice looking painting right now.
Yeah, it's a painting. It's a big like abstract painting.
It looks just like the one I got right now. I mean,
you every time I say I got something, HOD be like, I got the same one, but it's just
the one I got. No,
it's
maybe that's
one.
why you haven't received it. I'm sorry.
That's what that looks like. That painting looks like what Canelo's gonna be seeing when he get knocked out by Crawford.
Yo, you really think Crawford's like this superhuman? What the fuck, bro?
Bro, do you know how many people lost money on Crawford, bro? For betting against Crawford?
On the Earl fight, yeah.
The fight that he fought, almost they lost on him.
Okay, but first off, I mean, I still think he would have beat Earl before the accidents, but I think those accidents the accidents and the fact that they waited so long, to me, did make a difference.
Well, everybody got a right to their opinion.
I'm not saying he wouldn't have beat him. I'm just saying we would have saw better Spence.
Yeah, we would have saw a better Spence.
I agree that Spence should have fought him a long time ago. Yeah. Okay, which is why I'm glad that Canelo stopped running against Crawford and didn't try to run too much. He ran a little bit, and Crawford had to chase him down. But you know, he stopped running after a while and decided to turn around and face Crawford. So I'm glad he did this whole process.
Whoa. Did I just hear what he said? Wait. Did you just say that Canelo was ducking Crawford?
No. I didn't say that. I said he was
I'm
running
sorry.
from Crawford.
Maybe I'm trying to.
He was running from Crawford. Crawford had to chase him. Okay, this is a fact. We all know this. We all
how you chasing someone that's 3 weight classes up?
Below you. You're not even looking.
No, I'm talking Crawford. Yeah, Crawford. How you chasing somebody 3 weight classes up?
He did, and he caught him.
No, man. Yo, when they asked, when Shaquille O'Neal and Tom Brady asked them, yo, man, how long you? I never thought about these guys. They were like, damn, bro. I mean, like they were like, yo, Crawford, why are you even on this panel, bro?
What are you talking about?
I'm you can't be ducking somebody that's 3 weight classes apart, bro.
I didn't use the word duck. I said that Crawford was chasing Canelo, and he was.
He chased them, yes, but Canelo had no reason to even look his way.
Well, he couldn't. He was too busy running. Okay, so
running for what?
I can tell you where his mind's at right now. Let me ask you, TBE, who would win between at 168 right now? If David Benavidez was to come down, who would win, Crawford or David Benavidez?
I didn't even talk about. I never thought about that fight. But
I mean, what'd you think?
I would have to think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
At least you didn't say Crawford will put him to sleep. Or all right.
That'd be crazy. What the hell are you talking about? Look how tall David Benavidez is. I mean.
But he was at 168, right? Yeah, and you're saying when Crawford fought Errol, he weighed 170 something fight night, and the next fight he was like 160. I'm just throwing a hypothesis out there because HOD's right. HOD's right. Like when you say he chased Canelo, yeah, he did, but Canelo had no reason to even look at Crawford. He didn't have to take this fight, bro. He's not even close to even in this division.
He had 100 million reasons why he should take the fight. What are you talking about? He didn't have no reason. You think if I'm Canelo and Crawford comes and talking about he wants to fight me and I'm 3 weight, I don't give a fuck if I'm 4 weights above him. Okay, if somebody said to me, oh, I could be heavyweight. If they say Crawford want to fight you for $100 million, I say, bring it on. Where is he? Where's the contract? I'm signing that. You don't have to ask me twice.
How much is Canelo making for this Crawford fight?
He's making probably a lot more than he made in most of his fights before this. He's making a lot of money. I don't know exactly how much. I'm not his banker. I'm not the
only reason this fight is happening is because Turkey's overpaying that bag for Canelo to do it. It's simple as that. This is a money grab.
Okay, so it is what it is.
As simple as that.
I don't blame Canelo for taking the money. What are you talking?
It's easy money.
He would be stupid for not taking the money.
Easy money. That's what he took.
Okay, he would be stupid for not taking the money because that money is going to be the only thing. Is only a consolation after he gets knocked out. So take it and enjoy it. Okay, enjoy it.
You better be around when that fight, bro.
This is what's funny about that, man. That you actually think this. I mean, like, okay.
No, he really thinks, bro, that I mean, fine. I mean, I think Bud might actually win. I mean, I like I said, I saw Bud, and I gotta shut this down, but I saw Bud yesterday, bro, and I can tell you what, there's a clear difference between him and Jermell when they put on weight. Like when Jermell put on weight, it looked almost forced, but Crawford, it looks like he put it on like, gradually. And it looks like, I mean, he's had a year, bro. So
I think, I don't know, man. I think he's still gonna be too small for Canelo's power.
Jermell took the fight. It's not about the size, bro. I keep telling you, keep warning about size. Jermell took the fight in short notice. Not to say that's an excuse for him, but that's how Canelo usually, manipulates his fight. He gets them guys and hey, I got big money for you, but you got 3 weeks to get ready. Okay, we're gonna refuse that. I'm taking the money, okay, and try to get ready as best I can in 3 weeks. But that didn't work with Crawford because Crawford had a year to get ready.
Hey, Shadow.
So it is gonna.
I can't say nothing with somebody.
Shadow. This is how on fight night. I just sent you a video how I feel Crawford is gonna feel inside that ring.
Okay, hold on.
When he faces Canelo.
Okay.
This is how I feel Crawford is gonna feel to Canelo when he gets in the ring.
Hold on.
Little Crawford. Little
see.
Bud.
Little Crawford, huh?
Little Crawford.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, that's hilarious. Hold on. I got to show everybody.
If you're shocked now, wait till
Nah,
Little
this,
Bud.
this does look hilarious though. He said this is how Bud is gonna feel fighting Canelo. He's gonna feel like
look how fast Little Bud is right here. Look, little. Whoop. Look at that. Let's go, Bud. Let's go, Bud.
Get him, Bud. Get him.
Yeah, get him. Why? Look at that movement, bro. Look at that.
Bud got that quick head movement, bro.
Yeah, look at that footwork.
Bud gonna get the face side. Look at that uppercut, boy. Get him,
Look at that
Bud.
footwork.
Oh man,
Look at that footwork, bro.
Damn, boy.
Let's go, Bud.
Yeah, Bud ready.
Hey man,
That's that fast version of Bud.
Yeah, baby. Hey man, that's all I got for today, bro.
All right, bro. I appreciate you for swinging through.
That was a good one, bro.
Hey,
but
TV, man. Hey, TV, man. It was a pleasure you coming on the show,
Yeah, make
gentlemen.
sure you come back on, bro.
Yo, we're definitely,
All right,
man.
bro.
It was
Definitely.
total
We'll talk to
gentleman.
you guys later. No problem.
Total gentleman, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
You're welcome. Talk to you guys later, man. Just make sure you have that
Absolutely.
video on fight night so that you can play it again to kind of, console you a little bit.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go make sure I subscribe. It's just like you have your name up on your TBE boxing.
Yeah, TBE boxing.
I'm gonna subscribe to you right now, man.
We'll subscribe, man. Absolutely.
All right, guys.
Hey, man. Peace, man. Blessings. All right, Shadow, man. You have a good day, man. Get that painting of mine up, man.
Well, no, it'll be on when I go live next. I got.
Yo, I like that. I've seen that. I've seen that collection before. They look nice,
yeah,
bro.
I don't know why. Like, I do odd shit like that. Like, I was on eBay, and then I was like, because I wanted to put something on the back wall, and I'm like, man, I'm always putting up RGB lights. I'm like, why don't we put up a painting? So I bought a painting, but I got it on the Amazon app, but he keeps saying he's outside. I keep going outside. He's not there. So something's wrong with the app.
Yeah, but they will send you a picture when they put it on your.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the thing is, bro, I live in a complex where all the buildings look the same. You know how many times the Amazon driver done left my package at like the building, like down the street, bro? They all look the same where I'm at.
Yo, same thing happens to me sometimes when when running late with some of that Uber Eats shit, and then you're like, yo, they delivered, and you're like, damn, bro, where the fuck
Like,
is
where is it? Right, and it's
it's a car. Yeah, it's not like what the hell, someone, and I gotta like, yo, man, I'm not. Then you gotta knock on the neighbor. Hey, I'm just picking up my food. They left it on yours. Anyway, man.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, I appreciate you, man.
All right, Papa, you be good. All right.
All right, man. Talk to you later, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. And for those that came late, my bad for not dropping the link and stuff. I was on for a while, but try to catch me. I mean, I need to start putting my live up early on the notification so people can show up. But look, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Talk to you later.